And howdy, folks. Welcome to Adventures in Alberon. This is Mosaic Team 5, actually, and I'm very blurry, so I gotta fix that real quick, or we'll fix it eventually. I am Joe Treff, your GM this evening and most, and joining me are my friends Matt, Dan, Kara, Olive, and Ari. We're gonna play Starfinder, but before we do, a couple quick announcements. Give me 1 second here.
We're back from vacation, guys.
Well rested, well earned.
And
Yeah,
still pretty tired.
But we are back from vacation. We're resuming our regular schedule of different programming. Over the course of the break, you probably saw on our YouTube at Alberon RPG, we had an original 5-part Cypher system game using the Old Gods of Appalachia rule set that was specially modified by Kara in order to accommodate us playing within a 1922 New England town called Eastbridge. And so that is there on YouTube at Alberon RPG. We also re-air sessions, both our Starfinder and D&D sessions on the weekend. And then we have Instagram at Alberon RPG, where we can see all the different things that are on the table, like this encounter thing that is going to be starting us off this week. You can see it a little bit there, but in much greater detail at Alberon RPG on Instagram. And then tomorrow, we're going to be playing D&D, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can join us for Courts of Everest. It is, I believe, our 76th session.
That sounds right.
Somewhere in that neighborhood. And so we are in the Underdark. We are slogging towards a place that is aptly named the Field of Monsters. It's all good stuff. And so you can see that at 7 p.m. tomorrow. And with that, that is all the announcements that I have. It is time for this week's session of Mosaic Team 5. Mosaic Team 5. Last we played, you returned to your hangar bay, towing Spice and Bubbles' wrecked ships to Godfrey's garage before regrouping Sandshade, who repaired the ships in your own hangar, or in Godfrey's hangar.
House.
With Spice already getting ready to celebrate, Echo and Gibbs chaperoned Spice and Bubbles to the shipyard of Sin, where Spice collected her winnings and placed another bet on their party. Spice, you also bought drinks for the entire bar. While Spice and Bubbles socialized, Gibbs attempted to solve a Woyoko's unsolvable problem. Echo, you caught the attention of a large, highly cybernetically enhanced individual.
It's fine.
You made your way outside to have an interaction in public. This individual engaged a device that locally distorted sound and audio signals, the better to talk without being observed. They addressed you by name, by batch, and by model number, indicated that they knew all of your true identities, and proposed that you work together back at your hidden hangar bay. With little choice, you agreed, though failed to ascertain a time, and in response, had to set a watch for this social occasion. Spice, you learned more about the Vesk from a Vesk at the bar who seemed none too friendly towards the general cause. You all then returned to the hangar bay where Bubbles and Spice rested, while Echo repaired their own ship and Gibbs kept watch. Near midnight, you received a visit from an individual called Huletex, the same person that spoke to Echo outside the bar, who revealed that they had already contained a number of technology mishaps that would have otherwise blown your cover. He made an offer that would be very difficult to refuse. You would help him with a task in exchange for him continuing to assist you, and, as it was a mission that ran directly with the interests of at least one of you, something that would assist your party as well. Huletex would lead you to an assembly plant that had been owned and then ostensibly abandoned by one Pallades Rock, the same company that produced Echo and others like them. Once there, you would assist in obtaining a piece of technology important to the Liberteca, the organization that Clerico Guardian Huletex belonged to. Clerico Guardian.
Clerico Bishop.
He's not a bishop. Spice, you decided that this was not enough and demanded better intel from Huletex. And with a natural 20, the request was answered in waves of information as he revealed that he knew deeply of your past, your service in the war with all of its misdeeds, your relationship with Julian, and most importantly, that Julian was alive.
Yep.
This got Spice on board, and all of you agreed, if somewhat tentatively, to go along with this plan for the time being. Huletex took some time to oversee all of you not leaving for fear of perhaps you all doing the same. But in the morning shade, you returned with positive news of crafts well repaired, with the exception of Shade, you had just arrived, but something seems a little off about Echo's ship. You're not sure what it is. You can't, at first visual glance, see anything wrong with it, but something feels a little off about it. Gibbs, you were encouraged by this positive news of the ships to take it a step beyond, and you sought to improve one of the munitions that would go into the junk cannon, to make it a little bit more chemically potent.
I've done this successfully before.
Gibbs, as you screw the top of the fire extinguisher into position, to be rewelded, a single spark throws a little ember into one of the holes that you have punctured into this extinguisher's body. It burns the thin barrier that kept the antagonist separate from the chemical fuel. There is a sudden billowing of smoke, and we will start today with everybody rolling initiative against Gibbs's dirty bum.
Like my personal, or is this? Am I in my tendons later?
All of you are out and about, and I'll describe that in just a second. Let me just change the music up here. Will you all roll for initiative?
So you just punctured like a canister? Is that what just
I
happened?
don't know. Yeah, I was screwing a fire extinguisher together. And
So if you look on the table that is actually drawn onto the map proper, you will see that there's like a little kind of no. So that is, here, let me,
Oh, the table over here.
so on this battle map,
Yeah.
closest to me is Echo.
Yep.
Echo is just barely on this map, and then Echo about 15 feet behind you towards me. There is your actual ship, just off the map. To go out onto Zin, you would be going off in the direction of this side of the table. To the left, in front of the purple figure who is standing in for Huletex, who has not arrived yet, there is a sort of container, a cargo container that is shown with a cross section in it, directly in front of. Nearest you, Matt, on the edge of the map. Yeah, right there. That black spot in the wall is where has been welded and unwelded again and again. That thing that you just pointed to, Matt, in the corner, that is the grenade that you rigged behind that little panel.
Oh shit!
In order to explode and kind of go in should somebody, enter in that direction. Where Gibbs is standing, underneath that template, which is there for who knows what reason, there is directly in the center of it, there is a puzzle. That puzzle is a fire extinguisher that Gibbs has punctured many holes into after emptying out, and then filled with several containers of plastic bags with various colored liquids in them. And these bags were meant to be burned, which would combine the fluids and then cause this chemical reaction, which is rapidly occurring. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
It was a great idea in my head.
It was a really good idea, and the DC wasn't even that high, but it was higher than 6.
Yeah.
So, anybody natural 20 for initiative? Okay, love that. Ooh, extra love that.
Oh no, don't love that.
Don't love things.
Anybody 25 to 20?
20 for Spice.
Okay.
23.
23 for Shade. Alrighty, 20 to 15.
19.
Also 19.
19 for Echo. Who's fast? Bubbles.
I think it goes by your dex.
It does, yeah.
So I have +4. What do you?
Also +4.
What is one dice for it?
Sure.
Rock, paper, scissors. Yeah.
I'll do evens.
I figured it would just be Echo because Echo has
I got 10.
a bajillion.
Okay. Echo then Bubbles. Anybody 15 to 10? Gibbs, where are you hanging out with us?
3.
3.
Oh, boy.
Oh, buddy.
Wow, your face just getting burned off.
Maybe you rolled initiative for the bomb and you get to share.
I did roll initiative with the bomb.
Oh, you rolled initiative for the bomb.
I did.
Oh.
That's why I asked if anybody else
I'm still
had
trying to
rolled a
bite off
natural
my
20.
oven mitt.
No! No, I hate that joke.
Don't get
So,
that portable hole.
The way that this works out, at natural 20, the bomb is going
I have
to
a
go
backpack.
off So it's happening. Shade is going next,
Pull our
Spice,
butts.
then Echo, then Bubbles, then Huletex, and then Gibbs. So,
What the?
Gibbs.
Ah.
As you make this final, oh yeah,
Where are
please.
we?
Sorry. At the moment, the group that is on that template, you are currently down on the second level,
Okay.
which means that you are 60 feet down a ramp. But you will come up. So where that template was just placed,
Okay.
you will come up in that little gap between those two shipping containers.
Right here?
Yeah, right there.
Is this an explosion or is it like
think we're gonna
gas?
find out.
What kind of reaction are we seeing?
So, on initiative 20, as this bomb takes its turn, you twist this little cap and you see the spark through and you smell burning plastic, and then all at once there is a that just fills the space around you. And in fact, can you go ahead and roll a d20 for me, please?
Am I adding anything?
No.
14.
14. Easy. Just this billowing white-green smoke that just spreads throughout the space. And just to start us off here.
Did you make a monster? Did she unleash like a monster? Oh,
No.
the glitter!
Well, don't worry about that. But just in a little circle around Gibbs.
Oh, nice.
And Gibbs, as that extends up right there,
I've never been so pretty.
can you go ahead and make a constitution, or sorry, not a constitution,
A fortitude?
saving throw, please?
Is it against being, against disease or poison?
It is indeed against
Great.
poison.
I get a racial bonus.
There you go. Go ahead and take your modifier. It sounds like it helped.
Yeah, 11.
11.
11
Okay.
with my bonus.
No. Disease is really bad in Starfinder.
Disease is really bad.
This isn't disease. This is just a simple run-of-the-mill poison. What you are currently just inhaling in is a mixture of cleaner and jet fuel and this like weird little vial that has something biological in it. But as you inhale it, you do take 21 points of poison damage as it just seeps in. And Gibbs, you, as this fills your lungs, you imagine now even holding your breath isn't going to stop this. You need to do something to get yourself out of this cloud. And you hear between your tiny little Yosoki paws, it is still going. It is still going to continue to create more of this volume on its next turn. There are 5 holes in this kind of container that are all currently emitting this sort of cloud of smoke. But that is the bomb's turn, and that brings us to you, Shade. Suddenly, what is your wisdom score?
Flat wisdom?
Yeah.
18.
18, you hear up above you this begin to kind of fill the air, and it's different than any of the other little off-gassings from various valves that are found because this is not really meant to be like a hangar. There are things that kind of vent into the upper space, but this is none of those. This is something decidedly urgent, and there's a lot of volume moving.
Where?
And you hear Gibbs just kind of
Where am I?
nervously.
And how
At the
do I
moment,
get
you are 60
to...
feet down a ramp.
Okay.
And so there are 60 feet between you and the edge of the map over where your mini was.
Oh, okay. So I was over on that side.
Yeah, you can see there's like a 10-foot gap between those two. Yeah, right there. Okay. That's where you'd be coming up.
Okay. I make my way up there.
Okay.
Up here?
Do you have to dash?
Yeah. So I got a dash, I think, because I've got 40 feet of movement.
So I think that gives you something like 160 feet.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
160 feet.
So
Taking a dash to see what the fuck is going on.
when you run up to the top, for a brief moment, you can look around. You see this kind of 10-foot wide cloud of gas that is just enveloping Gibbs. That's where you hear Gibbs coming from. You don't really see a lot of Gibbs at the moment. You can see everything else that's around. You can see Huletex turning. You can see Echo turning. But you have, I believe, an additional 80 feet of movement once you get up there. 60 feet of movement once you get up there. So where are you ending?
Can I, seeing this happening, can I change it to a full action charge to try and like push Gibbs out of the cloud?
No, because a full action charge would still be 40 feet of movement. So you wouldn't be able to get up there.
Oh, right.
It's down on the table.
Then I guess Because I think I'm immune to poison as a construct, right? Androids? No.
I don't believe so.
Oh no, I'm thinking of when I was gonna be full robot.
So what are you doing?
I guess continue my full action to get like here so that I can shoot Gibbs out of there.
No problem. You run up, and as you do, you can already feel, though you do not need to breathe in, it settles into your nostrils, into your mouth. And I would say you not being in the gas would imagine, and you can choose to hold your breath now and probably prevent this from starting that poisoning process. Correct.
So, okay. Yeah, I'm going to hold my breath then.
Excellent. So keep in mind, you cannot talk. There is the wireless communication that you can send out to Echo, but whisper comms still require verbal communication.
Mm-hmm.
So that is your turn, Shade. That brings us to Spice. Spice, down at the bottom, kind of in the shipping container that you are sleeping in the crate with Bubbles.
Yep.
You hear the footsteps of Shade. You don't hear the gas or anything like that, but you can hear Shade moving urgently. What are you doing?
She'll peek her head out of the crate and go, "What's going on?" Groggily.
Sure, no problem. For free, just down there. You say that. Anything else?
Well, did I hear like an explosion?
No.
Ooh, okay, well then I guess she'll reach out her mind, because I have 160 feet.
Very nice, yeah.
She'll go, "Guys," to everybody around her. She'll go, "Guys, what the fuck was that?"
Sleepily, in the back of all your mind, even as you are urgently just rushing up this ramp, Shade, you hear Spice just reach out with her mind. But that is your turn, Spice?
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. Echo, you are in this hangar. You are on the same level, and you can see the smoke already beginning to billow under and around this craft. What are you doing?
Yeah. Did Echo, was Echo able to see what was going on?
Yeah, for sure. You
were chatting.
knew, you were chatting with Gibbs. You knew Gibbs was up to this. This is part of why you were over here. And now your worst fears realized.
What? Oh, no. How's this your worst?
Does Echo know what this gas is?
Are you making a life sciences or physical science?
Could Echo make a life science or physical science check?
Yeah, make a physical sciences check.
Cool. I'm not good at those, but we're gonna try.
Hey.
Because there's a gas there, and Echo don't know what that gas do.
Your eyes zoom in.
Echo has got no fucking clue. In fact, they've got no clue that
Oh, no!
my Percy dice have betrayed me.
Just
And
question
rolled a
mark,
natural
question mark,
one.
and then there's a loading screen. It loads for all 6 seconds of your turn. The progress bar slowly fills up, and then at the end,
You got the
it-
beach ball.
When
It
Gibbs farted
returns.
again, what?
vapor, and that is all that you get. But, and you're not sure that that's correct, because this seems like it has a
kind of
burning
not.
component.
There's more
to it,
in
so-
there.
Yeah, there's definitely not just water, but no problem. That is your turn, Echo.
Echo's stuck in diagnostic mode, yes.
Alrighty, you boot back up. That brings us to Bubbles. Bubbles, you-
Bubs will pop his head out of the crate, seeing Spice do the same. What do you mean? What's going on? I didn't hear anything.
Here, Shade just stomped by angrily, like he does.
Babe, I've kind of made myself learn to be a heavy sleeper, because you kind of you're not super easy to sleep next to.
What does that mean?
Well, sometimes you. Never mind.
Yeah, that's
Do you
what
want
I
to
thought.
just see what's gonna happen up there? Or?
Yeah, I guess so.
Bubs will make an action. I'm gonna hold a trigger action to just follow Spice.
Okay, no problem. Bubs' class feature, follow Spice. That is your turn, Bubbles. You hold that action, and that brings us to Hueltex. So Hueltex is going to turn in place and just kind of watch. For a moment, Echo, you do feel that their gaze sweeps across you as well, but they don't take any noticeable action. That brings us to you, Gibbs.
Don't worry, I got this.
Gibbs.
It's only the size of a.
Can you make a fortitude saving throw, please?
Sure.
Oh no.
I'm gonna pick different dice. Nice. And I got the class feature. 15 plus 4. 19.
19. Very nice. You only take 15 points of poison damage. And as you, with your Yosoki just constitution, thinking back to all the various chemicals that you've ingested, both for necessity but also at times for fun, this isn't the worst thing that you've ever endured. Something within your body shifts, and you can feel the bottle on your stomach this time kind of bubble up a little bit, and the effect of the poison seems to fade as long as you hold your breath.
How much damage was that?
That was 15 points of damage. Are you holding your breath?
Yeah.
Okay. So at the moment, the poison that is within your cheek pouches has been made inert by your body. And you will not continue to take poison damage, but keep in mind you cannot communicate verbally. You cannot use spells if they require verbal components without engaging this damage again.
They don't. And just so you're, I have a benefit to holding my breath.
Yes.
Cool. For being a wastelander.
Oh yeah.
Cool.
You're made for this. Your eyes water. You are in the middle of this billowing cloud, but you are okay.
Starfinder backpack is bag of holding, yes?
Starfinder backpack, it's a little bit less dynamic than, but it's handy haversack. Closer to.
Big enough to hold a fire extinguisher?
Yeah. Okay, so as an action, you take this Starfinder backpack and you just put this over this and you zip it up. It's an extra dimensional space. It doesn't get any bulkier, doesn't grow. And after a few moments, Gibbs, the cloud begins to settle. You have delayed this problem.
Nice! Procrastination!
Take it outside.
I will! Can I swing into my little speeder where I am? My little shippy ship?
You sure can.
I'll put on my fishbowl.
Okay, so you screw the fishbowl on. Bubbles, Spice, Shade, you all kind of coalesce along this edge, and your eyes sting. It smells like really kind of almost like heated raisins, but that have just turned a little bit too much. There's a very strange sensation. It's not quite stinging,
ruining?
but your eyes do kind of like get a little bit misty.
So beautiful.
So anything biological.
All right, all my food.
Gone.
All my food.
Spoiled.
It's a lot of food.
Yeah, and beyond just being spoiled, it converts anything that is protein based into this kind of paste that is
Amino acids.
It's like the kind of melty cheese once it hardens onto a plate, really hard to get out. And so even when you vent this out, you would imagine it's
Sweet dream
gonna be a tough
mushrooms.
thing. Gone.
Oh, that was so expensive.
If you have any cloth items, they are considered poisoned.
Med patch.
That would be considered poisoned.
Oof. Rough.
Mark that. That's not
I
necessarily
am.
without its uses. For sure.
Poisonous med patch.
Yeah.
Sounds slimy.
Espionage.
I think an
Assassination.
analgesic is
Analgesic, yeah.
that's
It's a Wayoko.
it's a like a syringe, or is that a
An
fabric
analgesic,
using?
it's more of like an application
like
that
a
you put on top of
creme.
something.
Oh, okay.
A creme.
Stops the bleed
Like
effect.
Neosporin.
Creme.
Then it's really just like fucking office supplies, and like all of my junk is just
Yeah.
now poisoned. So there's a montage of Gibbs just out in the space with her little helmet tethered into her ship, just like shaking out her little backpack, and you just see floating by like diapers and bras and like bandages and.
I have a little bit.
Make a
of
perception
supplies. I make sure to hoard some of them.
Natural 20.
Natural.
Hey.
Gibbs, you do notice that as you are going here at 10:12, there's a pretty substantial amount of traffic occurring in and around the Zim Crawler. With the final day of the competition taking place, a number of ships have come in. There are probably people who are here just to observe this final. And for what it's worth, with a natural 20, you feel confident that not a single person notices you out there shaking your dirty laundry, though you do threaten to potentially blow the location of your hangar. It takes you about 25 minutes, and you are completely unseen.
No, I'm committing to sending it out to space, and
Well,
this
have
was
a whole
scary
junk
enough, and I
cannon.
didn't know what it was, and like it happened. So
Alright.
I think losing my shit to solve that problem so quickly is a good trade-off for me.
Alright.
It was honestly, it was good thinking. Good
Yeah.
thinking. There was other things that could have gone much worse
That
if that
fucking
bombed.
hurt,
That-
and I'm
yeah.
like hurting, but I'm fine.
My next plan was psychokinetic hand.
Ooh. But
Hand it out.
Gibbs, as you come back, you run a diagnostic on your ship. There's no damage done to your ship, and so at the very least, you are still going into this with fully repaired equipment.
Just a heavy heart.
It is
I lost
about
all my snacks.
10:30 a.m. You all have roughly an hour and a half until your next match, the final one of this tournament.
So, I had written down something's wrong with Echo's ship, and then that's, I think, what Shade was probably going to check on before the bomb.
Sure.
And I would like to check on that now.
So you walk over, make an engineering check.
36.
36.
So much better than my natural one.
Then your which?
My natural one.
Yeah. It's an easy mistake to make. When Echo was kind of doing some maintenance with the rotary cannons that you all have, one of the only real downsides is you do need to print new barrels almost every fight. Those things burn hot. I mean, you are putting out literally probably close to 100,000 rounds out of a magazine, so it's toasty. Yeah, I mean, it wears the barrels really quickly. Right. And when you print the barrels out, as Dan can attest to, there are always supports that are put into place.
Oh, you didn't take off the rafting.
And there is one on one of the barrels of one of these Gatling cannons that the barrel is still completely covered by this kind of steel cap that needs to be soldered away. And it's a very easy mistake to make. But it would be a very bad one.
I'm going to rectify that mistake.
It does take you an additional 15 minutes, bringing you to about 10:45.
That's 2 whole cigarettes.
But easy enough for you to fix. This gun does not jam in an irreparable way during this combat.
That's good. Thank you.
I send a quiet note to Echo, just being like, you missed this.
Devastated.
Yeah, it's the thing that says remove before use. It's just right there.
Bright orange, like one of those tabs.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
The devastation and embarrassment is apparent on Echo's face to only Shade.
Yeah. 2050, they can actually run an electrical current through the thing while it's printing to give it color. So it's anodized orange. It's pretty hard to miss. But no problem. That's why you got Shade. And you fixed that.
We did it.
I'm not gonna die. We did it.
Well, yeah, collectively we did stuff to get to this point.
Mosaic Team 5, it is about 10:45 on this, the 26th of April. It is Sunday. You have about an hour and 15 minutes. Is there anything that you want to do before this battle begins, or do you want to fast forward over to this combat?
Let's get to it.
Do it.
Okay.
I'm just curious how much did I get of this Huel Tech stuff? Down.
Very little.
Okay,
but
I'm
Show up in there,
I'm gonna deal with
dude.
this later because we have to get ready for this match. So I'll talk to this guy after we maybe die.
Okay.
The confidence.
I don't even know who we're playing against.
Have
or
faith,
anything.
God.
We're gonna be fine.
We got this.
Sure. So we fast forward a little bit. You spend the last couple of minutes taking some time to do last checks over all your systems. Shade and the Ishtangi that you worked with both did a great job on your craft, and you can refill your shields. You can make sure that your hull points are back to maximum. Echo, most importantly, you can remove the asterisk from your ship's sheet.
Yay!
Some folks got new weapons too, right? The ones that we had collected from before are. Oh no, did
That
we
was
already
from
do
last
that?
battle. You already had them.
We didn't get
I mean,
anything
I
from
still
this
I have
last
like a
one.
junk cannon, but that's only
Right. Okay.
I have no extra junk.
So, that's unfortunate.
I am.
So, at around 11:30, 11:45, you can all roll into your ships and one by one depart the Zen Crawler to make the relatively quick journey, only about 15 minutes away, is this field of ice. And you have all seen it previously. Let me go ahead and pull it out, actually.
Map.
Take this map.
Where would you like this? Does anybody
Just dump it on the
need
paper, I'm gonna roll it.
a
Yeah, try to get
tendon
the glitter.
slicer sheet?
Take these off.
Take those and a bunch of freshies.
Glitter is something that I only half take into account when I do it. And I'm like, yeah, it's gonna be great. And then
I loved
immediately after, I'm like,
Look,
oh.
Gibbs is so shiny.
Glitter.
Gibbs
Oh
has
my
never
god!
been
When I was
prettier.
working at the theater, I had like a 36 pack of little vials of all these different colors of glitter, and I was using
have
them.
Slices 10 and Slicer she do.
This one?
It will say spice on the
I
top.
don't know. Take a look.
Yes.
And the box that I was carrying them in, the bottom fell out. All of them fell and shattered, and it was just a rainbow of terrible.
So this is, are these ice?
Yes.
These are the ice fields. And I think, what did we learn about this? That it's difficult because it's...
If you go too high, you get by the clouds. If you go too low,
Oh, get out of there, Hueltex.
mountains.
Thanks.
That was a previous encounter that you guys had.
Oh.
Give me 1 second, huh?
Yeah, little blinker beacon.
So make it a little easier to describe things.
And this one's just a straight combat, correct? Or was that last? That was last.
That's the last one.
Yeah, this one is.
Laps.
We don't know.
Yeah, we don't know.
We got sidetracked by clerical Gardo Bishop Judge
Yeah,
Hueltex.
and then when the GM was like, "Hey, is there anything you guys want to do? Or do you want to fast forward to the combat?"
Well, I didn't really know what was going on, so I guess we're just
That's
getting
okay,
right
Matt.
into it.
You can suffer the consequences of us not doing
As
our
you
research.
approach, flying your ships in this direction, you would note your friend or foe indicator does pull up a number of different ships. They're all Vesk ships, and you would recognize, I would say, Spice. Those are numbers. 4 out of 5. I'm just combining them. 4 out of 5 of these ships are Vesk War era craft.
Yeah.
They're ships that you would know are called Kar Targar, which roughly translates to some kind of a predatorial animal on Vesk 1 or Vesk Prime. They are a little bit outdated, but certainly a match for your craft. The final one is a much newer version of this ship, one that you haven't seen before. It's a little bit larger. It seems to have heavier armor. You also note that it seems to be carrying torpedoes. None of the other ones do. The other ones all seem to have some other kind of armament that is incorporated into the ship itself, and so you can't actually see what weapons are mounted. I would say, is there anything that any of you are doing as this kind of coalesces? Let me grab some more ships.
I'm gonna put on my emergency oxygen tourniquet button.
Okay.
I'm gonna check that our disguises are still intact, as our faces are gonna be on the big screens.
Make a perception check, Gibbs.
Thanks.
Echo would want to survey the field and look for potential like big hazards that aren't noticeable.
Make a perception check.
So we're guessing it's a lap system here, right?
26.
Um,
Yeah, I think so. Looks like it.
yeah, I guess I just want to
Oh, they ram ships. Oh, wait.
So we're fighting against the Veloci Revengers.
No,
They're really
we
into.
killed them.
We fought them already.
Really?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
fought
You
them
were
last
fighting
time.
against the Vesk.
Ishashi? Vesk?
They
Ashashi the Soul Drinker is going to
Should
be
be.
flying along with the Vesk. That is a late tournament development.
Echo's perception is 27.
Okay. So with the 27, there's a couple of things that become apparent. When you're looking at this field, you can certainly fly under or over these sort of crystals of ice. These are huge chunks of ice that you did learn are frozen nitroglycerin. And so beyond just being ice that you could run into and cause problems in that direction, it's highly explosive. And when we're talking highly explosive, none of you did any real research.
I remember you saying about nitroglycerin though.
Yeah, it's explosive.
Getting hit with like stray fire sounds bad. The whole vest cramming into people thing and like beating them up against things also probably bad.
It would be a bad thing, yes.
It's bad.
And so, you probably want to avoid that. The trouble really is, you will see that there are 2 lights on this field.
Yeah.
And those kind of symbolize that there is within each one of them a little buoy that is emitting either a blue or a red light. I didn't have a red light, so the white one is red.
The white one. Got it.
Both of these lights are the two sort of points on this course, and you get the sense that interacting with both in some way is the point of this. You didn't really do a lot of research into what that might mean, but Echo, you note that all of these things are on the same plane. And you get the sense that if you go above or below one of these crystals, you're going to lose your lap. So if you want to be scoring, you probably want to stay kind of weaving amongst these various things.
Echo communicates that to the team somehow.
So you want to stay within the same altitude?
Yes. What was your check, Gibbs?
26 for disguises.
26 for disguise.
maybe
As
it's
you
like-
look around, there is no big screens for you to look at this time. And so you're doing what you can with the different tools that you have. For all of you, Gibbs starts flying dangerously close and making these kind of flybys. And you can see the sort of Gibbs facade of trinket just staring out at all of you. But everybody's disguise seems to be pretty much intact. With a 26, you get the sense that here it is a little bit lower of a risk. There are not the same volume of cameras or huge screens that are going to be playing in the backgrounds of all the different action shots here. And so it's a little bit easier to probably blend in.
Can I insight if that's because we're getting deeper into the tournament and so they want less cameras?
Make
why?
a sense motive check.
It
yeah.
seems abnormal to advertise less as you go along.
There's a few things that seem kind of abnormal, perhaps.
Sense motive?
Yeah.
25.
With a 25, that is weird. You would imagine that there should be more cameras, not less. And that does speak to some kind of an intervention, although with the 25, hard to really tell what that might be. You also know in your last fight, there was a hidden ship that was set to ambush you all, and that did kind of hedge you off. Here, you're not seeing any places where that might not occur. And that's weird because things should be really stacked against you, and this seems pretty symmetrical. You have no idea why that might be, and with the 25, you are a little bit too low to get more than that, but something's going on.
Something smells fishy.
You're hitting on something. Anybody else? Preparations?
Yeah, I want to try to get a glimpse and see, like, I'm seeing we've got the turrets there and there on the map, but I want to see if there's, like, similar to on the other battles or in the other races that we've been in, there have been, like, you know, the mines that came out and
Make a computer's check.
like you said, the guy who had been hiding
Love
that I
that.
picked up.
And then Spice, is there anything that you're doing in the lead up to this?
Yeah, yes, there is. So she's going to, like, wave over one of the camera drones, and she's going to take out one of Harlax's scales that she keeps in her pocket, and she's just going to do the thing where, like, golden medalists bite the, like, metal as a thing that they won, and she just does that into the camera and, like, poses.
Make an intimidation check.
Okay.
Take a
Somebody's been
+2
watching
conditional
the
modifier.
Olympics.
Yeah.
I love that.
Okay.
I love this.
Dirty 30.
I really hope. Okay. 19.
A 19. Okay.
Yep.
You wave a camera drone over, and it's hard to tell if it really is listening to you. I mean, they're following you, so it does. But you take the scale out. There are little crusty elements on the back. You never took an opportunity to really clean it or do anything to really, like, mount it. But you wipe it away. You give it a little bite into the camera, and you feel like you've probably sent a message to someone.
Don't know where it went. She's like, fuck yeah, Harlax is dead. These vests are nothing compared to him.
Problem. With a 33?
Dirty 30.
Dirty 30. With the Dirty 30, as you examine, in particular, these sort of arrangements behind the two individual points, they are indeed cannons. You get the sense that these are meant to be anti-ship weapons, and they're clean. They're not ruined by any means, but they're inactive. There is no sort of signal or anything like that coming from them. It would take at least a couple minutes to spin them up, and so you would have plenty of warning if they did become active. But you see no signs of transports near them. There is no sign that they are currently occupied. Make a sense motive check.
It would have been 21, actually. I forgot to add a +2.
Okay. That, I mean,
Oh, wow. That's maybe the best sense motive I've ever gotten.
Wow.
19.
Wow.
Whoa!
Speaking of taking some ranks and some other things,
You
No,
get the
just
sense
got a good dice.
all
roll.
the same stuff as Gibbs. Really, the only thing that you're not really understanding here is that the cameras doesn't really register with you, but somebody has intervened to change the status of these cannons. And recently, somebody has gone through all the trouble to get them ready, and so they were ready to be used on all of you because you didn't accept the deal, and yet they're quiet. And that speaks to somebody intervening very recently.
Is that Huel Tech?
Would I probably don't know enough. Oh, nice.
Ah,
For the highest motive that he's ever rolled.
okay.
Oh, hey, no.
With that sense, with that wheel, I would say the final thing that you do with this, as you are looking at it and your vision pulls the two turrets in and this kind of line, it goes, and you are all on the far side of this blue one. It goes to the area on your scanners where the other little dots of ships are in the distance, and it zooms in artificially for you, so you can actually see these ships. You don't know as much as Spice does about this kind of craft, but you can see that one is different, and it's almost like this one is aiming itself directly at you. Your craft is still designated the captain craft, correct? Okay. And almost on cue, there is a communication that comes across, just blinking on your screen from that craft. You pick it up?
Knowing what happened last time when I picked it up, I'm going to pick it up, but I want to take preventative measures so if that happens again, I can prevent it.
What is your preventative measure?
Well, I have some built-in exocortex features.
Okay.
I think it's
Like it's an answering machine. It's the Google
I have
Assistant
some.
that
I
goes,
forget
who
what
are
the-
you and who are you trying to
countermeasures.
contact?
That's
Okay,
what I have.
sure.
Yeah.
So you prepare countermeasures and then you pick up?
Yes.
Okay. So as you click on this, you see in front of you a Vesk appear. They are lean. They're surprisingly small for a Vesk, but you can see as the eyes kind of twitch to the left and then the right regarding you in a very reptilian manner, there is power there. Not magic like Gibbs or like any of the individuals that you've seen that can really warp reality. This is somebody who, similar to military officers, has a lot of gravitas to the stare, but they regard you and you feel like they make an assessment of you almost at once, and they say, Ishashi is made aware of the target that has been placed upon you. Ishashi does not know if you are brave or stupid. You must know if this treachery. They plan to take you out, but Ishashi will not have this. This will be honorable. Yes?
Yes.
So, as is tradition, when we defeat you, I will take your ship, yes?
I find that it is only fair if it happens in return as well.
Of course. This is the way.
This is the way. Oh,
So your ships are on the far side of that
where
blue
are
one.
ship minis?
Ashashi says, Fight well then, Wraith. Ishashi will honor you by consuming your heart when you die. And it terminates.
Okay.
There's 2 minutes left until this fight begins. Is there any final preparation?
I would love for everyone to give me a D4 to represent your ship.
Me too. My dice are upstairs.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
I don't know where the I found the box that had
That's
the
why I
ships.
said
think
just
they
do a
got moved.
D4.
Oh, the ships are right there.
From the humble
The
woods.
ships are right.
Literally right there.
Nice.
Oh, they're right there.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, look at you
I was
hiding
like-
the things.
I was
No,
like, what are
see?
you?
Things
are you
end
doing
up
like a
in my
separate
corner.
tracker for?
Yeah,
Oh,
right.
we were so confused.
Things end up in my corner.
Okay.
Oh.
So with
I'm
that,
green. Thank
let
you.
me switch the music up over here.
Damn. That guy just told me he was going to eat my heart, but I don't even know if I have one.
Damn.
Dang.
Who's getting the short end of the stick here?
So as the minutes count
Can
down,
eat my butthole.
Oh, got him.
as 12 rolls
You
around,
agreed to it. I'll let it happen.
we are going to roll into our combat here.
You sure?
Vroom, vroom. Spice revs up her
On
engine.
all of your engine and all of your heads-up displays, you can see the countdown begin. The 3 ticks to 2, ticks to 1, and then the only context that all of you have for how this game is going to work, you see little zeros pop up in the top right-hand corner. There are 3 digits, 3 zeros, and on the left-hand corner, you see a 0, and then a slash, and then a 0. And that is all that you know about the scoring system.
Sweet.
Nice.
With that,
We'll figure it
we
out.
begin with musical chairs. Everybody please pick your role.
Would I know
Engineer.
anything more having my knowledge
Not engineer,
of,
pilot.
the game?
No.
Okay.
These are vest military ships. This is
No,
not
I
what you
mean of
typically see.
lockout, like the rules for this course of lockout.
Oh, I see what
like
you're
seeing
saying.
the scoring system.
Make
now.
a cultures check, for
So
sure.
can I also do that?
Yes,
too late?
you can.
Cultures?
Yeah.
You say?
Don't worry,
It's a
guys.
different DC for you.
Okay.
It's
I
affected
rolled
by his background.
poopily.
I'm
It's
gonna
an
pray.
8.
An 8. Maybe a drag race, but the 0/0 doesn't seem to
Oh,
suggest
hey, it was a
that.
natural one anyway.
Hey,
Fuck it.
you know what to do here. Straight up combat, Spice.
Yeah, duh.
So,
Nice.
we have engineer, we have gunner. What else?
Captain.
Roles. Pilot. Okay, pilot.
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 Pilot with computer science or science officer. it says.
Captain.
Captain. Okay. So, we are going to begin. Captains. Who's captain? What are you doing?
You were captain for the
Alright.
race.
I'm gonna
doesn't matter. You can be
command.
anything.
Okay.
I have 2 of the same. Okay, I'm gonna command Shade, and I'm gonna say, "You're gonna let him eat you. You can't let him eat you. Don't let him eat you.
I don't think
Go."
you've heard-
Oh well. I'm gonna
And
say,
now you
"Go."
certainly won't be afraid because you are commanded to go.
So you get an extra action,
Oh,
There you
cool.
go.
Any
right?
action? Does it have to be in the same?
So I'm spending a resolve point to give you crew member orders at the beginning of the phase in which you would act on a success. Oh, I have to roll. So just kidding. 18 plus 15 plus 1.5 starship tier of our starships.
Which is
Just
7.
Second.
So I pass that a lot.
Easily, yeah. And so,
Great.
no problem. You encourage Shade. Shade, you have this action, I believe, since you are a pilot, to use once we get into the engineering phase.
Okay.
Cool. So, that is captain. Any other captain actions?
Yeah, dude.
Yo.
I'm gonna do the same thing, except over Bubbles comms. You hear, Vesk like to play dirty. Get down with him, babe.
Yeah, of course.
And then I also need to do the fucking same thing, but I naturally... there's literally no way I cannot beat a 7. So.
It would be impossible almost,
Yeah.
yeah. And so you encourage Bubbles, and Bubbles, you feel as if your gunnery phase is going to be exceptional. But that is, yes, that is the musical chairs and the captains. That brings us into our engineering phase. First, nobody took first mate. Anybody taking engineer? Nobody took engineer.
Like science officer.
Easy enough
Unless
for
I
us.
could take one in engineer and then one.
It's in the
Yeah,
same
it's-
phase.
okay.
All right, that brings us to pilot's initiative. Could everybody go ahead and roll for their initiative? Pilot initiative. Okay. I'm gonna make life easy for me, and they're all going on the same turn here.
This is the one you want to get low, right?
No.
No, but rolling high means you go last. So
And
it's- yeah.
going last good.
Yeah,
Rolling
going last
high good.
Okay.
All right. Anybody natural 20? 30 to 25?
30,
Wait.
30, 20.
31.
31.
Doing
All right, what
math.
was yours?
Sorry, I'm later.
25.
25. Excellent. Okay, so Shade at 31. And then we have 25. He is Echo. And then Bubbles, you were
Dirty 20.
dirty 20.
I also am dirty 20, which is the highest roll I've ever made for piloting.
What's your dex?
Very low.
Yeah, Bubbles
I'm
and
all
Spice. Anybody 20 to 15?
19.
19. All right, we have Gibbs on the board. Shade, Echo, Bubbles, Spice, Gibbs. Okay, cool. So, the way that this works out, we are starting with you, Gibbs, then Spice, then Bubbles, then the Vesk, then Echo, and then Shade at the
Lowest
very
number
end.
starts first bad.
Oh, okay.
Because everybody gets to react to you.
Cool.
because
I was
you
like,
went
I roll
first.
real shit.
I know, yeah,
Okay.
it's unfortunate.
No,
So,
I got a 17 on the dice, so like it's fine.
anybody doing science officer stuff before you move?
I would like to use my Exocortex computers check to target a specific enemy starship system.
Okay.
And I'm gonna do it on the Vesk captain's ship.
Okay. And so, go ahead and make a computers check.
Natural 20.
Ooh. So, as you engage this ability and you look and try to grab hold virtually on this craft, trying to find a system that you can lock specifically onto, it's tough. And you recognize there are active countermeasures pushing back against you. When you begin to lock, there is a signal that scrambles across. But even with this active interference, you were able to get a lock on that specific system. And which one is it?
I think I want to go with their weapons systems.
Okay. So you target their weapon systems, and in doing so, you recognize that they too have cannons similar to your own, but unlike you, they are also housing some very heavy-duty torpedoes. Give me just 1 second, I forgot to pull up my menu. Oh wait, I have it right there. Stat block, sorry. Okay.
So on the next attack,
It is called a Vandal rocket launcher, and you're familiar with these. They are not just regular rockets. These will bite into your craft, and they will continue to burrow through them. That is sort of what you learn as you lock onto those. Anything else for science officer actions?
Nope.
Alrighty,
so my next attack is a 19 or 24 crit.
there you go. Gibbs, where are you moving?
I'm just gonna skitter over here. And I'm gonna get real close to this blue thing and see if my score goes up.
As you get really close to that blue thing, you can see on the left-hand side of your screen, it now reads 0/1.
0/1?
Yep.
Okay. I take a, I don't know, I tell everyone that how somehow.
No problem. You take a communicator screenshot, you send it out to everybody.
That is
you
so
all
old
see
school.
a very slight difference in the heads-up display. But that is all. Vice, where are you moving?
I'm going to move. Also, 1, 2, 3, 4. Also, same as Gibbs on the other side.
Okay, so the two of you around on either side. Same as Gibbs, 0/1. It feels like maybe you've started a lap, but you're not really sure what that means. There's only 2 points here. But that is your movement. Bubbles, where are you moving?
I can move 8. So I can be right here.
So they got the same.
And I'm gonna go in this direction around it so I can get the point.
Excellent. So you do the same thing. You see that same change. That brings us to the Vesk. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
What?
10.
She's a fast one.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10.
Oh, yeah, I gotta do that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
So speedy motherfuckers. Did they all?
Shit.
They're all pilots.
Oh no! Oh
Maybe we can just blow up that big old crystal that they're right next to. Is that dishonorable? I don't know.
Okay. And so, at once, there's a huge surge of light opposite all of your viewports, and you can see the engines seem to just kick into life, and there is a roar like Dragon's Breath at the back, and they fire forwards, just zooming quickly around the center of this point. Almost all of them seem to really be just gunning as hard as they can, with the exception of that main craft, which seems to be going along, for them, at normal speed. You can see the engines already beginning to glow slightly red, but that is piloting for the Vesk. That brings us to Echo.
no! Shit, is Echo able to only communicate with Shade, I guess, 'cause Shade's the closest. I believe it is a sports game. We need to defend our base.
What? Is that like a rugby ball? Is that
0
quick?
out of 1. Perhaps Bubbles should stay near the first base. And then they're going to use full power.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
So just quick housekeeping. Everyone's on the same plane still?
Correct.
The enemies? Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So
And
I
that
have
might
some-
be like 10, 15 feet up or
Yeah.
down, but it's all roughly in the same
That's
plane.
good. I have some good blocking right now.
Yeah.
I'm happy with this.
Okay.
Yeah. That's good.
I have
This is
moved.
the same map that they were on last, right?
Correct. And so they definitely have a little bit of an advantage when it comes to knowing what to do, as they also read the rules. Anything else, Echo?
No, I want past just in case I'm incorrect and it's a slalom.
I got you.
Went this way, this way.
Okay, no problem. So same thing. You tear off in the other direction from, I believe the only person going to the right is Gibbs? No, that's Bubbles. Okay.
Gibbs is like behind.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
I'm near Dan.
All right. That is Echo's movement. Shade, where are you moving?
I'm gonna go. So I can move quite speedily, and I'm going to use. My first one is just gonna fly, I guess, which I
Okay.
can go. 5. Which ship is the captain ship?
The blue one.
Ah, fuck.
The big blue one?
Yeah.
Baby blue.
6, 7, 8, 9. And then I would like to do for my second flyby stunt.
Okay. Go ahead and make your check.
Piloting check to move Starship up to its speed, move through one enemy occupied space without provoking, and during the gunnery phase, single arc of weapons can fire as if at one range.
Yep.
That is 37.
37 absolutely hits. As you tear around the front of this and you take the lead in this pack, well,
And then
Echo a little
I
bit further
go
ahead.
Up to my full speed again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Jesus.
6.
It's that extra action.
8, 9, 10. Does anything happen with the score if I get?
So as you scoot around, first you unleash the chain cannon, just ripping across the front.
I'm using the aft actually. So as I go by, I'm using the my aft cannon, which is the light particle beam.
And how much damage was that total?
I make the attack during the gunnery phase.
Right, duh. Yeah,
And
sorry.
who are you targeting?
It's targeting the captain's
So,
ship.
no problem. Easily you're able to do that. You kick into a roll and you fire as you go under the ship and by it. We'll resolve that on the gunnery phase. That is your movement. That brings us. Anybody else piloting? Anybody else science officers for the end of piloting phase? Alrighty. At long last, that brings us to the gunnery phase. And we can just do that in the same order that we flew in. So Gibbs.
I don't think I have anyone to shoot.
No problem.
I think
That's
I'm
an
good.
easy phase for Gibbs. Spice.
I don't have any action economy left.
Easy enough for Spice.
Minor
Bubbles.
I'm gonna wait till the gunnery.
It's gunnery phase.
Okay, then I'm going to attack
All right.
Big Blue,
Okay.
and I'm going to hit him with my plasma torpedo.
Okay.
Big
So
blue
go ahead, roll your
torpedo.
target lock.
Target lock is okay, yes. Right here. I remember now. Yes. That's not it. This is it. Okay. That's a 4 plus 4, so that's 8 plus. What did this just leave us?
Dragonborn Institute is actually talking about this. It's funny because even when you roll a 4, it can be like a 19 sometimes.
That's true.
There we go.
That's
Plus
Very true.
18, so 18 plus 8 is
26.
26.
26.
Yes.
26. For a moment, Bubbles, you have a target lock. The torpedo fires away from you, and you can see it streaking true. And then, right at the last second, there is a flare of blue. And you can see this piece of, like, metal or something detaches from the actual vest craft, and your torpedo is just streaked away. And it detonates, it explodes. This flare seems to just extinguish almost immediately, but that burns one of their
Countermeasures.
other countermeasures.
Anti-torpedo.
I'm gonna fire a second attack
Okay.
Get it, babe.
right at him.
You got this, hon.
Ooh, that's really good. That's a 15 plus 4 is 19 plus 18.
And this is the torpedo again?
Yeah.
What is the limit on that per round?
I don't know if there are, because I did before last game. I was able to fire multiple, but I do have ammo.
Give me 1 second. Yeah, no, I know you have the ammo for it. It's just for this one. Okay, 5. Yeah, you're fine. Yes, that is a target lock as well. So go ahead, and for that, they can't do it twice in one round.
Yeah,
So
and I
you
will
can go ahead, roll damage for that. Easy range.
That is. Plasma torpedo is 3d8. Yes. And I have my targeting algorithm. Because Shade just attacked, whatever added damage will be added to. It'll be the Raffle Warrior effect.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
add
yeah,
that
yeah.
on additionally
Yep.
to the damage. D8. Can I get some D8s, please?
So
I
few
have,
dice.
I
I'm
have
so
hard
sorry.
time
Here.
forgetting what they look like.
How many you need?
Oops, sorry. There's one.
D8s are the diamonds.
Yeah, I know. It's just always difficult.
My silicone one.
Is this 4, 4, and 1? So 8, 9. Okay. And then plus. What is the plus additional damage for that targeting algo? I forget what it was.
I think it was 5.
It's plus 5, I think, tier 5.
Yeah.
So
So
we just add that.
easy. Okay. It's a pretty big explosion. It rocks the ship a little bit, but you can see the shield still flicker, and there are little bits of like debris that kind of hang in the shield, telling you it's still there. Anything else, Bubbles?
That is my turn.
Alrighty. That is your gunnery phase. That brings us to the Vesk.
Should I make my shot?
Oh,
Do it when you
okay,
do
sorry,
yours. Yeah,
sorry,
we'll do them all together.
no, never mind. Haha.
Yeah.
'Cause, yeah,
I remember what we're doing.
Second to
Yeah.
last, yeah.
I got lost in the sauce.
Yeah, I was like, Bubs went. Now it's one of our turns.
So, the only person that can make an attack is the captain. And looking dead ahead, who is directly in front of them, in between the blue and the crystal?
So that's Spice, but Echo's right here.
Yeah, I know, but Spice is dead ahead. And Spice,
Hey.
there is a beeping in your cockpit.
Yep.
Does a 28 beat your TL, your target lock?
Yep.
All right. So all of a sudden, there is a warning lights begin to go off everywhere, and there is a slam as this impacts the side or the very front of your
Yeah,
ship.
my forward shields.
Spice.
Yep.
First, your shields are taking 18, 19, 25 points of damage.
Damn.
Okay, we're into hull point.
That goes into hull.
Yep.
Oh no, now you're gonna get burrowed.
Like pretty deep in the
You
hole.
hear this of grinding as the torpedo explodes, ripping away your shield, but something is still grinding into your hull. It's as if there is some kind of motorized saw that is just buzzing straight through. And that is probably going to continue to cause problems for you. But no problem. That is the torpedo. That is all the Vesk. That brings us to you, Echo.
Echo is going to use the chain cannons to go for the blue guy.
Okay.
Because that looked bad.
Yeah, not great.
17 plus 14 is 31.
31. 31 is
Yes.
the
Hey! Oh yeah, I have to roll this on the screen.
Oh.
Oh, brother.
30 points of damage from the chain cannon.
Yeah, the chain
hit.
cannon.
You just rip through the part of this, and from where you are, that is hitting, I believe.
It's like right in the line of forward and starboard.
Starboard's right, port is left.
Was
So
my attack
starboard,
forward, Joe?
that rips and just destroys the shield. It shatters on that side. Second, use a pencil to erase that. And you see,
You're
as
gonna
the
be
smoke
eating
and
butthole
debris
soon.
clears, that certainly has done a little bit of damage to the hull itself.
torpedo feels.
So to the app.
Anything else, Echo?
It's not the aft.
All right.
Yours is fine.
No problem. That definitely seems to be a hefty amount of damage.
Hey!
Shade.
I'm gonna make my attack on him as I fly by.
There you go.
All right, that's gonna be 30 something.
That's going to be a hit.
It's a 36 for what it's worth.
That is a hit, and then some.
And that's some math. I actually need D6.
I know it's trash in my paper, but whatever.
Is it D6s? Yeah. One more. Thanks. That's gonna be 9 points of damage.
Okay. 9 points of damage, and you're firing into their aft, correct?
Yes.
Okay. No problem. The shield's still intact. You can see the side of the Echo hits just evaporates under a withering hail of bullets. But the other shields are starting to get damaged as well. Anything else, Shade?
Nope, that's my gunnery phase.
Alrighty. Now, anything else before we go back to the top of the round? That concludes round 1. For all of you, Shade, you are the one that has progressed the furthest. You can see as you get close to rounding that white light, and you get the sense for free that you are doing the right thing. You can see that 0 beginning to flicker every now and then. It's a 1, still a 0, then a 1. You imagine when you pass, that will complete 1 lap, and a slalom is a little bit more close to what the scoring system likely is. But, Echo had a very good idea, and actually, if you are able to prevent people from moving around this,
Then
that
it
is
is,
ultimately
yeah.
serving the right purpose.
There's a defensive element to it.
For sure. So that is your
Gunnery phase.
gunnery phase. That brings us to the top of the round. For round number 2, anybody switching with the musical chairs
Yes.
positions?
I want a gunnery.
Gunnery?
I-
Stand captain?
I'll also go gunnery.
Gunnery? Echo?
Stay in pilot.
Piloting? Gunnery?
Piloting.
Pilot.
CS.
Okay. So, with your roles in mind, anybody doing anything in the captain phase? Alrighty. Engineering phase comes up. Nobody take first mate. Anybody doing any engineering? Alrighty. Look at that. Nice and easy. We go straight into pilot's initiative. Roll piloting checks, everybody.
Oh no.
Ooh. It's a little bit better than the last Not quite as high.
By much.
Still not doing bad.
I rolled high last time and I didn't do so high. Y'all are fast as fuck.
Says the boy.
Anybody 30 to 25?
27.
Oh, sorry. I should
No,
math.
sorry.
I should
29.
math instead of-
29. Echo. Okay, 25 to 20.
Sorry, I'm still mathing. I was at 31.
31 for Shade. All right, 20 to 15. Spice, where are you?
Tenzo.
Kids?
Maybe
Well-
two!
Hey!
12 for Bubs.
And then 12 for Bubbles.
Hanging out in
Buddies.
the low double digits.
Bubbles, and then Gibbs, and then Spice. So the way that this works out, Spice will be moving first, then Gibbs, then Bubbles, then the Vest, then Echo, and then Shade at the very, very end. So Spice, where are you moving?
Yours lower.
Or whichever one of you is lower, yeah, I assume.
It doesn't matter.
And I have to move, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
So I
You
have
can
to
move 1.
But you can
Well,
also
you-
turn
you
and
can
move.
drift.
Drift
Just
is
move.
4 for you guys.
Oh,
It's,
there's a board.
yeah, it's half the movement speed
You can also do
in the direction that
circle
you're already
loop
moving.
moving. That's what I've done last game.
Yeah.
I did a lot of loop.
3, 4. Yep.
I think with
Just stay in the
perfect
line of fire here.
maneuverability,
Oh
you
wait,
might be able to stop on a
Turn
down.
your shield, yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Good
gonna
call.
not have them shoot directly at my forward shields and they blast it out of the
So you
space.
turn forwards, you yank back on one of the shifters, you vector the thrust to the left, and kind of slide the ship to the side. No problem.
Vectoring the thrust to the left is a classic Vesk maneuver, thus it's called you Vesk the thrust.
Vesk the thrust.
Hit that. So, that is where you move. Gibbs, where are you moving?
Gibbs believes the best defense is a good defense. So I'm gonna fly by my ally
Okay.
and go there.
Okay, no problem. That is where you move, Gibbs. Bubbles, where are you moving?
I don't like how we're all super close together.
I like it.
I feel like that could be a bit dangerous.
They're also close together.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do a loop de loop, but I'm gonna end one. I'm gonna do it. I can do it enough times so I can end up here.
Oh fuck, I regret me.
Well, do-si do.
Whatever, I'm a gunner now. Too late.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
You think it's the best?
You skirt off the other direction, kind of taking a long lap. You can see that one of their ships is doing the same thing. But that is your movement. Bubbles, the Vesk. Okay.
I'm gonna eat Shade's heart out.
No, they're gonna eat my butthole. Because I don't have a heart.
I like that
'Cause
it's
I'm a
canon. Your
robot.
only biological part is your butthole.
Canonically, not true. But
You did kind of walk into that one, buddy.
Give starts a rumor on the internet.
You're in mid-lockout tournament, and you're like, guys,
Guys, guess what I just heard?
you're on the like chat forum.
You just watch Gibbs shake because she suddenly had an epiphany as for like a fantastic burn, and then she's like just giggling to herself.
Shade's butthole.
I've never thought so much about someone's butthole before.
Do I get
Attack of opportunity.
attack of opportunity?
Yes.
Same for
This
that
ship
guy.
is going to provoke 2 attacks of opportunities. I'm going to make a piloting check for them to see if you do.
Okay.
All right, Big Blitz.
Yes.
Blue
So
does?
there's going to be an attack of opportunity from Echo on blue. And then I believe Gibbs. Who's the big one in the middle?
Gibbs.
That's Gibbs.
And then
Bubs.
Bubbles are both getting attacks of opportunities on the other one that flies over
This
top.
one.
I'm gonna use my grinding gear for
Isn't it
this.
so
Okay.
it's base attack bonus with this one for attack of opportunity? What's
Or
my modifier?
piloting skill.
I don't have it.
Yeah, piloting or your.
Hey, it was a natural one
It's
anyway.
basically either.
Hey.
Yeah. Oh well.
I forget.
Well, you didn't get it.
Do I run a
attack of
grinding check
opportunity
for grinding
anyway.
gears, or just auto hits? When it's like right now? I think I do.
You make it. Yeah, it's a melee attack.
Well, he's coming into your range. Yeah.
No, the other guy.
He went this way.
So that
Gibbs
is
in. Yeah.
27.
27. That is a hit. So for you, Spice, as you fire as they go by, they're able to just skirt around and under. They almost collide with Bubbles, and in their mind, that's probably what they want to do. But Bubbles has this weapon that is perfect for that, and that just digs into their ship as they go by. Yes,
28.
28 is a hit.
Nice. And I'm doing it with my butthole cannon.
And that's on this guy.
Butthole's
right?
taken in. Okay.
6 damage. I don't add anything to it, right?
Nope.
Cool.
I'm doing 14 damage.
Nice.
And since he's like coming at me,
Yeah.
can I do it like on his front or something?
That is where it would happen. Yeah, absolutely. And you
sounds good.
both get the sense that the shields are still intact, both fore and aft, but damage. That is their movement for all the Vesk.
I get my opportunity to attack
Yes, you
against the
do,
blue
sir.
guy. 29.
Nice.
29 hits.
Blow up the captain so he doesn't eat my butthole.
39.
39. So as they just streak across, which weapon are you using? Front?
Yeah, it's my chain cannons. That's all I got is the front.
Hit me, boo.
39.
I'm gonna eat
The
his
front
butthole.
shields just shatter.
Nice.
And you dig into their HP once more. You can see there are sections on the starboard and front side that are both badly scarred.
It's gonna be so fucked up for you.
But no problem. That is Vesk movement. That is attacks of opportunity. Echo, where are you moving?
Teamworking.
This is you.
Echo is moving. Let's see who we got.
35 was your damage? Damn.
No, nothing.
You can move you. Sorry.
I'm gonna move. I'm going to go real fast.
There you go.
Zoom.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's so far away from me.
Sorry.
9, 10, 11, 12.
And so, Echo, as you hit that 11th space, suddenly your screen reads 1 of 1. And that 1 on the second start begins to flicker over, and as you veer away, it goes right back to 1. And you imagine you need to be a little closer to the other light in order to start a second lap. But no problem. That
Oh,
is
so
your
I've like
movement,
left the
Echo.
field.
You've left the scoring, like the beginning. You haven't started another lap yet. So there's like a very tight ring around that you probably need to travel in order to fit that.
Gotcha. So I was trying to go around the wrong thing.
Yes. Yes.
Heard.
But that, like, yeah, it seems like, so I'll say for free, those defensive turrets were very much going to be engaging you all. They are currently inert, and so they really serve no purpose other than you don't want to slam into them. Hard to tell.
God damn.
So that is Echo's movement shade.
I'm gonna use my movement to go back this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Can I get a shot from there?
Okay, no problem. You
Oh, wait.
zoom back around. Which side are you passing
Sorry,
on?
I gotta go this way. So 9, 10. And that's cool.
And you went around the back of this?
Yeah, I went boop boop boop.
No problem. So as you cross in front of that white light that is red in the game, you suddenly see that second number flip over from 1 to 2. And so now you are half, it's 1/2.
Cool.
That is your turn.
And then I'm gonna use my exocortex to target system on this guy again.
Okay, go ahead and make your check. Anybody else science officer actions? Any piloting stunts? Okay.
Stunning.
36, that is enough. You lock into presumably the same thing?
Now that there's damage to the hull, I think I'm gonna go to a different system. Can I do targeting systems?
No.
Okay. I wasn't sure. So yeah, I guess I'll keep them on the same.
Targeting systems is included within the weapons themselves.
Oh, okay.
But no problem, you keep them the same. That is your movement, that is science officer actions, and that brings us to gunnery. So Spice, kick us off here.
Okay, I have to figure out. Okay. Probably shouldn't have chosen this because my shit's not that good. But so gunnery, it's just a base attack bonus. All right, here we go. I'm going to take a shot at Captain in Blue.
Okay, natural 20, that's all we need.
So that's all we need. So here we go. Oh, natural 19.
That's a critical.
Great.
Why?
Because I just target system.
Yeah, so the targeting is kind of
so
spread
good.
out amongst all of you. That causes a crit.
It's the
So-
next
Oh, that might have
attack.
put him
Roll dice and double damage on that dice.
Let's
Well,
go.
so if I'm
Substantial
using my
amount.
chain cannon, it's
That's
going to be like
12d4 times 2.
I don't even have
So
that many
it's
D4.
we're just gonna do it on the.
D4.
Are you doing it for
I'm
me?
trying.
Okay.
Roll.
Wait, where
So
is
it's
it?
so here's your chain cannon.
It's
64.
12d4
It's 12d4 because they're linked.
because it's 2.
Dun, dun, dun,
And then
dun. 32 times 2 is
64. Nice. You just.
Wow!
Let's go.
Yeah.
Damage
This was my original spice dice. I
Where
hate
did you
these
hit him?
dice.
In the
in your-
butthole.
In the fucking
right
face.
on the port
Yeah.
side. You did have a
On the
little
port
shield
side?
left. I believe so, yeah. You're this little one.
Wasn't it the front one?
Oh, sorry, you're
Front
that
to front.
one.
Yeah, I'm the big
Yeah.
one. I'm gonna hit
I'm
him in the
fucking
port.
his face.
So, Spice,
Dear God.
go ahead and for me, roll a d10.
Hard to eat my heart if you don't have a face.
1.
1.
Mouth is
One.
full.
Okay.
Of your own.
The power plant flickers. There are things that are beginning to die on the ship, and as you run the chain cannon across, it goes straight through the front plate, which just shatters inwards. You can see this Vesk full piloting suit, full Vesk War era piloting suit, although in very, very fine condition. They are still strapped in. You can see they are moving as if to go and get a toolkit. You get the sense that they probably can do things similar to what Shade can do. But at the moment, with their mask on, you get the sense that their life support is out. They seem to have their ship disabled, and in fact, all of you see in the top right-hand corner of your display 100.
Let's go.
Hey, that was
You have
just the dice roll,
disabled
guys.
for the moment, Shishashi. So, that is your attack, Spice. That brings us over to Gibbs.
I'm not gonna attack him while he's down. And I've said
So
that before.
honorable.
That's pretty honorable.
Yeah.
So honorable.
So honorable.
Can I
Makes me
attack
not
this
want to shoot
gold?
again.
Yeah, you can. From that, your left cannon, you will. So, for what it's worth, there is a very good chance that because of the way that your cannons are mounted, you will also be shooting. Yeah.
So I'm gonna do this thing, and I'm gonna take I'll fire at will, which is in the sound I'm gonna flavor it.
Uh-huh.
But I'm gonna cock
barrel roll.
my thing so my wings are like this.
Sure.
And try to time it so when this wing goes down to hit gold, I'm like swiping across him, and when this wing goes up to miss Spice, I'm hopefully shooting above her.
Yeah, sure. You can definitely
Cool.
try.
It's a -4 to both of them, but I might hit you.
Yeah.
That's okay. You're hitting
Oh
behind
no,
me.
it's a 19.
Oh, isn't that another crit?
No, it's on
no.
someone who wasn't locked.
It's specifically on his ship, and it was the next.
So
next
it's,
attack. So it was only the one.
30,
That hits.
35.
That's good.
That hits.
Okay. Both people?
Yes.
Okay. So, I have to roll mine separately. How do I clear this?
You could just roll
This is the most
64
ridiculous
and
Yeah.
get the same damage from both.
You even started as a joke. It wasn't even material. I was like, yeah, I just want my gun to split.
14.
Okay.
And Spice takes 14 damage to her butthole.
There you go. And which ship are you attacking?
Wow,
You're attacking
gold.
gold? Okay.
Fuck you, but
I know, I'm sorry.
okay.
The gold one.
Fred,
here.
in the most polite and honorable of
So it's
ways,
14,
fuck you.
14.
Anything else, Gibbs?
Yeah, because even with the -4 I took,
Yeah, you
I'm
like
still
yank
really
the stick
high.
to the right hand side and you just fire. You close your eyes and in your mind you're like, maybe I'll miss Spice, but you're pretty confident you're spraying the field. That is your attack. Gibbs.
sorry!
Bubbles.
Yeah.
You are directly in front of a line of their ships.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Gunnery phase.
Has anyone ever shot at one of these?
You just saw like bullets trace across the gold one.
Oh, the nitroglycerin. Even.
Nitroglycerin.
Oh no,
The
no, no, no,
shards
no, no.
here.
Does it like explode?
You don't know?
Try it.
I'm kind of close, I don't know.
Well, no, shoot this one.
He's down.
He's already
This isn't-
disabled.
Yeah, I also have.
Wow, you guys fight so honorably.
Well,
That's exactly how
I'll
they
probably use
want
my
you to
change.
play.
Shade
On the
had a
right
conversation
side.
about it.
And I'm gonna take the gold
promise.
one.
Go for it. Make your
I'm gonna
attack
kick
roll.
a dog while they're down, so.
Damn.
That's
Yeah.
dishonorable.
Yeah. Gibbs said it last round that there was somebody she wouldn't attack because they were down.
Ooh, that's a natural one. But I'm gonna use my reroll for the day.
That is
Nice.
Go.
good.
Good time to use it. Really good time to use it.
Whoops!
Literally, Dan is
shot
drawing on his
nitroglycerin.
computer.
Okay, 7 plus
19.
18.
There you go. That's a hit.
Nice. And then that's 12 d4. Can you do that for me on the computer? Someone, please?
Oh, I got
I
it.
gotcha.
17 plus
I
16.
already. Oh,
Oh.
that's okay.
And then add the targeting the Wrathful Warrior extra damage to someone's whoever attacks.
So
We do it.
you shatter the shield. Already you can see
Nice.
the bullets from Gibbs. Not as many bullets as from your cannons. Just kind of trace across, and you can see the shield lights up, and the pinpoints of cracks are where you target, and it just shatters. You can see it also digs into their hull as well. Their hull beginning to look a little worn. Anything else, Bubbles?
That's my turn.
Alrighty. That brings us to the Vesk. So, Bubbles, in front of you, there are 3, and they are going to go ahead and fire with their linked light particle beams.
Linked light particle beam.
All 3?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, well, I'm fucked.
So, the first one,
I believe in you.
Oh,
Bubbles,
that's
is
what
only
their
going to
shtick
be
is.
a 20 to hit.
Hey,
Yeah.
that's a miss.
Second one is going
No,
to
it's
be
AC.
Oh yeah.
the second one's going to be a 19 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. And then the third one is only going to be an 18 to hit.
That hits.
Damn. So you are taking a fair amount of damage here. Give me 1 second.
Why is your so long?
It was,
Oh,
this
because
was a
you don't have to
conversation.
pilot.
Yeah, we keep doing it all the time.
Every
it's just
time,
like
it still
It's just
surprises me.
piloting's.
I only get 4 skill points per level, so I didn't pay any.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah, but he's a huge beefy
tank,
boy.
yeah.
He gets feats.
Bubbles,
instead.
you are taking a tremendous amount of damage here. So from the first one, you were only taking 24 points of damage.
Yeah. Hold on.
From
24?
the- Yep. From the second one,
Hold on.
I got you.
12.
Yeah, I'm always good. I'm all soft skills. And magic.
2 into my hole.
28 from the second.
Hold on.
Okay, your ship got blown to
20,
bits.
26 on the second.
28 on the second.
Okay, so 33 minus 28 is 5. 5.
Is it 4?
And then
4?
No, it is 31 for the third.
Yeah, and that's
That's
into my hull. It destroys my hull on my right side.
There you go. So Bubbles.
Do I keep adding more damage to everything?
No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. Hold tight here. So Bubbles, in addition to that,
Yep.
there is a moment where as you are feeling this rock, it's like your sensors just go out. Your sensors, not glitching, not malfunction, your sensors are wrecked. In addition, ooh, buddy. In addition, your engines just crap out.
Yep.
And you look and you try to restart it. You try to restart it and you look out the right and you see your engine just floating
Yeah.
off next to you. It has been wrecked as well.
Can I still shoot?
You should still be able to shoot, provided that they are directly in front of you. One thing to note, Bubbles, is you are drifting at 4 hexes a turn. That does mean if you collide with the nitroglycerin thing, that will create some problems.
Going this way, so I will.
Yeah, you got plenty of time. As long as it doesn't go for like 4 more turns, you're going to be great. So that is the vest that are firing at Bubbles. That brings us to, we got 2 more guys.
I'm at the ram.
We got 1 more left.
Don't we have purple and gold?
Yeah, but they can't fire.
Oh, I see.
Blue can't fire. However, they are going to make an engineering check on their gunnery phase.
Yeah.
Okay. Good stuff.
I was fire aim on this one.
And that is all the Vesk. Echo. You see Bubbles' ship just explode into reds across the board on your heads-up display.
I don't have anyone I can
Does
target.
score
I'm too
change?
far out.
With Bubbles, yes, sorry, plus 50 for Bubbles' ship.
I'm too far out. I don't have anything I can target.
Okay, there you go. That is an easy turn for Echo. Shade.
So it's all happening at the same time, so I think I would have taken my minor action shot on this guy.
Yeah, go for it.
That's a 24.
What's this thing?
That is a miss, unfortunately.
Oh, okay.
All right. That's it.
Okay. And so as you fire, you just miss, but you realize that Gibbs has disabled the ship. That's fine. And then right at the end of your turn, you see just a hint of life returning to this engine. And you recognize a miracle when you see one. This person seems to be working it. But that is Shade's turn. That is all the gunnery phases. Anything final?
So if my crew action was gunnery, I can't take a snapshot, right, as a minor crew action.
Correct.
Okay. Well then I'm just gonna, as my minor crew action, I guess like fucking quick. I'm just gonna throw it away.
Okay.
And use it.
No problem. That is your minor crew action. Very easy to use. And that brings us to the top of the round. Musical chairs. Anybody changing roles? Okay, look at that.
Yes, no, I am. I'm going to go captain again.
Spice, you switch over to captain, swiveling in the seat.
I might mysticate. I might magic officer.
Okay, you go to magic officer. Anybody else?
I think I'm still gonna have to stick with what I'm doing.
Alrighty, sticking with what works. That is musical chairs. Captain, Spice, any captain actions?
Yes, I'm going to jump on my data link, and I'm going to target this enemy ship. Okay. So she's gonna look around, see which enemy ship looks like it has not taken any damage.
You have to like look over your shoulder, but you can see there are 2 ships flanking 1 damaged ship that seem to be
Fund is better.
relatively unharmed, and then there's 1 flying around the checkpoint right now, almost unscathed. There's damage to the front for sure.
Actually, you know what? I changed my mind. I'm going to look out my front windshield and look into the eyes of Ashashi's ship.
Okay.
His name is Ashashi, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and she's going to taunt. She's gonna go, look at what I just did to your ship, you rat. We've got you cornered.
Okay. And we'll say that you reach out
Maybe
with
I don't
your
say
psychic
right,
ability
but-
to do this because their communications are dead. But you reach out with your mind.
I'm like, fucking yeah. He
No
feels
problem.
the like gross touch of Lucinta fingertips in his mind.
No problem. You absolutely do that.
It's more like mind
And
flayer.
what is that? That is a...
It's a bluff or intimidate check, so good luck. Targeting.
Take a +2 conditional modifier. You feel like you biting into the scale of Harlax at the beginning of this.
Hell
dividends
yes! Oh, brother. On a success, enemy crew members acting during any phase, take -2,
Nice.
-4 plus skills for all checks for 1d4 rounds.
Very nice.
Okay, so this is.
Adds a +D4 to
Okay, so it's a bluff check. Oh, you're dead. Okay, so that's 21 plus 6 is just. So 21 plus 6 is 25 plus my bluff modifier, which is +16, I think. Yes. Yeah, plus 16. So 25 plus 16.
It's not a low DC. That's still enough. And so easily a 41 is enough of a bluff to be able to intimidate this person. You can see they freeze. For a moment, they were just beginning to like wrench something into place, and they turn, and you don't see a face through this kind of space mask that this person's wearing, but they are certainly paying attention to you, and they've stopped what they're doing for the time being.
You see this like disgusting grin across Spice's face.
Yeah, no problem. That is your
That's my captain action.
captain
What's the
action.
font?
Anybody else captain action?
Oh wait, 1d4 rounds.
Yes, sorry.
So they take a -2, -4 plus kills for 2 rounds.
There you go. Very nice.
That's all we need, because we're gonna fuck his butthole. I mean, eat his butthole.
Wow.
I mean,
What are we doing
eat his
with this
heart.
Leave this guy's butthole alone.
Let's put in his
So
butthole. This
that
is
brings us to the
honorable
engineering
race.
phase. Anybody engineering? Anybody first mates? Oh, yes.
I'm in magic
Magic.
engineering. Yeah, I see my friends going down around me, and I see 3 ships start to look past the disabled ship towards me. So I'm gonna Mystic Haze myself.
Okay.
So I sort of do that classic, you know that scene in Finding Nemo where the kid inks himself?
Yeah.
That's what I do.
No
I
problem.
ink myself, and then all of a sudden it's just like tendrils of junk in space.
For sure. Make your. I think it's a mysticism check.
Yes. Hold on. 19 plus 4 is 23 plus nothing.
Nothing.
So I have to beat 20. I have to beat 20 plus 7.
Yeah, you don't feel as if you're especially hidden. You can't really see out of your cockpit as it with Gibbs funk. The funk does not vent as well as you would hope, and it seems as if the ship was repaired a little too good.
Fuck! Fuck you!
But you are now hotboxing yourself. That is your magic ability. That brings us to pilot initiative. Everybody go ahead and roll piloting checks.
I am marked off the result.
No.
Ooh, I actually did.
That.
Hey, let's
Oh,
go.
boo. Not for Echo.
All right. Anybody natural 20?
Close.
Echo rolled a
30
natural
to
1.
25.
Call me out like that, my guy.
Again.
6 for
second one
shade.
again.
Sorry, actually, it's a 37.
7 for shade. 25 to 20. 20 to 15.
Oh, wait a sec.
25
25.
for
Sorry.
Too
Spice.
busy making fun of me.
I was.
20 to 15. 15 to
8.
10. Oh,
11.
Now, Joe.
7 is Gibbs. Her count is so good. 8 is Bubbles. Echo, where are you?
I figured I'd wait for us to get down here before I had my chat with you. Say one has a 22 modifier for their piloting check,
Yes.
but they roll a natural 1.
Yeah, it's a 1.
What does that come out to be?
That comes out to be a 23.
I love it.
Yeah. And so
Wow.
you are going to be going just in front of the vest. So you can do with that what you will. But the way that this works out, Bubbles, you're going to be moving first, then Gibbs, then Echo, then the vest, then Spice, then Shade. So, any science officer shenanigans aside from the kind of mystic hazy magic stuff?
I think I'm gonna target lock him again.
Go for
'cause
it.
The ship is still functioning, right? I want pure and utter. It's honorable to fully slice off the head, right? That's 26 or 27.
You won't killing this guy?
25 actually.
25?
He's gonna take Shade.
Or sorry, 35.
35. I was
If
going
we
to say 35 is
lost
not enough.
honorably.
35 is enough.
He's gonna
You target lock onto this, no problem.
kill himself anyway.
Anything else?
That's it.
All right. That is bringing us into our flight. So, Bubbles, where are you moving?
I can only move 4 forward.
That's true.
That's
So,
Easy. Bubbles, you drift.
but does he
I'm
scratch
going
the
to
side
fire
of the
at
glycerin?
them
He does
before
not.
I leave.
He's got, I believe, 3 turns until it becomes a problem.
As like the
Is this just a
in
marker?
progress movement, I'm going to try to take a shot with my right.
Okay,
at the
sure.
boy.
I believe. Go ahead and make your attack roll. I'm gonna give you a. I'm gonna give
me
you.
do
That's on the gunnery,
Gunnery
phase.
phase, yeah.
When you do, I'm gonna give you a -6 to that, just because you do. Technically, I guess you do have power.
Well, isn't it more just based on when they move, it's wherever they end is where the shots are going to be happening?
Yeah,
So
I mean-
right now, unless they move, you don't really have a shot.
Okay.
Almost certainly, I think you're going to have a shot. But we'll
If they go fund me, then I'm just going to change it to my grinding gear.
Okay.
and with that.
no problem. So that is Bubbles Drift. Gibbs, where are you moving?
I'm also drifting.
Do you
I did pilot, right? So I have to drift.
minor action? You can
Oh.
Glide.
But that's 4
I
spaces
don't know if grinding gear
anyway.
was work.
Yeah, but you can move.
Okay.
You can be
You can
more
like
in control.
turn and stuff rather than just like drifting in the same direction.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It's like
control
steering
versus
with your
flying.
knees
Like
versus
Bubbles
like,
would love that right now.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's
got it,
steering
got
with
it,
your
got it.
knees versus just Jesus take the wheel.
Yeah, got it.
I'm gonna.
I'm gonna hit this one.
Well, hold on. They trash your ship in 1 turn,
Yeah.
so maybe I'm not gonna be that good.
It's alright, I'll tank these guys.
They definitely linked, so you don't want to be in shot of all 3.
No, I wanna be there, and I'm gonna spend an action turn,
Okay.
and then they'll cross, and I'll shoot them that way, and I'll shoot no friends of mine.
No problem. So you just make a long arcing turn in this space. You can see your computer just gets confused. It's 0/0, 0/1, 0/2, 0/0. But no problem.
No,
I
You
start to
end up in
parallel
that place.
park and do like a K turn.
Yeah, basically. This is like the
Yeah.
Austin Powers
That's
turn.
everything.
That is your movement. Gibbs, Echo, where are you moving?
Yeah. I don't have to worry about this at all.
I'm gonna go fast again.
Vroom, vroom.
Yeah, Joe, I'm not going to hit it at all.
He's literally threading the needle right now,
See.
unless things move.
We find out the nitroglycerin has gravity.
He's just gonna
Everything
hit
has gravity. Not enough to impact the ship.
Shade's ship if Shade doesn't move.
Well,
Or whatever this cork is with a.
That cork represents
his next position
Yeah.
if he is
Flip and
unimpeded.
burn.
Oh,
Okay.
that's true.
And then I will attempt to go this way.
Make a piloting check. You remember in your last fight, one of your enemies burned their engines out doing this very maneuver.
Oh yeah! Apparently I just have to vaguely threaten my dice. It's a 41.
Yeah, with the 41, easy. You just reverse directions in a maneuver that would almost certainly cause a by fully biological organism to black out, and you just fire in the reverse direction. Your engines glow white hot as you do so, but you quickly make your way over, and as you do, and you crest that corner, you now read 1/2.
Echo like just hits play on a personal playlist. It's like, I was made for this.
You certainly were, and you scream around this checkpoint, but that is your movement. That brings us to the Vesk.
Arcane anthems, we needed that.
Can I
Came up with
move
that on the
you
spot.
you?
You ran me.
Get it? Sample.
Ad lib.
Think so?
I really want like what are the SP 404s where I can just like doop and then just play it.
Oh, the little DJ thing?
Yeah, that has like well, like probably like
Drum pad?
what 20
Like, I think I
like
could
different
attack
noises that
above
you can make.
I want one of those, but it's just
program
different farts.
It's pretty
Oh,
much
you want me
just
to
a
have-
large
We could
drop.
have like the bottom row just be fart
Like a
sounds.
music.
Yeah,
large
like,
drop,
this is a really wet one.
On a scale of like
those
how well you
somewhere.
roll, how wet it gets.
Yeah. Of course, not 20, wettest.
It's only like 6.
Alright, all my
Sorry,
musician
Kara, I'm
friends. I need your leftover SPs, please.
We might have one. John's got a bunch of bullshit audio equipment in his house. In our house.
Yeah, what? Your house.
My house. Yeah, whatever.
Ari owns the house.
Yeah, the
John
last
just
2
lives
weeks
there.
we got divorced. Sorry, guys. Forgot to mention it.
Wow.
But
that
I
You
was
still have the party
dang.
though.
That's true.
Finally RSVP'd.
Okay.
Oh, they're going to protect their guy.
I'm gonna shoot somebody.
Hang on, I just gotta write some stuff down here.
Fucking sweaty in here.
I know, right?
God, getting.
Okay. So
Oh my God! Wait, don't I
you can
get?
see two of them just tear around this corner. The one that is this kind of blue is just drifting sort of through. You can see as they drift by you, or Spice, this person just stares at you as you are grinning at them.
I'm gonna shoot him in the fucking face.
You're gonna take an attack of opportunity?
Yes.
Yeah, go for it.
Gibbs
think
gets
it's
an
gonna
attack on the purple guy too, right?
Yeah.
I believe
She's
so,
looking back and I'm being like, haha, try to get away. I dare you. Natural
I would
2.
get that for both of you.
Natural 2, you fire, and somehow the armor of this wreck of a ship is enough to just turn those aside.
I got a
Natural 20.
Nice. Go ahead and roll damage as they
about to kill
tear
a person?
across.
No,
that
that's
would-
against the purple dude. Yeah. Gibbs is.
Is that
shooting
my
the
front
purple guy.
cannon or my side cannon?
Side
Side
cannon.
Okay. So that's gonna be
An echo directly in front of you, just fire, just like a line of hot metal goes in front of you.
I think that might be in front of Shade. But Echo can see
Oh,
it,
yeah,
and
that is in
it's,
front of
it's
Shade, sorry.
disturbed.
Here, yeah.
I
Line
can't
of
see.
hot metal.
I can't see echo. Can see echo.
Line of hot metal directionally. Where's
16
where's that line of
times
hot metal?
2 is 32.
32.
We're
Very
counting in
nice.
binary tonight, bitches. We got
So 32, and that was on the purple one.
Yeah.
And specifically, that is on their starboard side. This shatters that shield.
And then I get a real attack. That's just my turn, right?
You will.
Cool, thank you.
Give me 1 second here. That is into their hull. But that is the Vesk movement. That brings us to Spice.
This is for my movement.
Yep.
I'm gonna do a nice little like 1, 2, 3, 4.
What?
I'm just moving back and forth so I end up in the same spot. I'm gonna glide back and forth in a circle.
So you're. So you're basically just.
Or
pulling.
I can do 1, 2, 3, 4.
That's kind of what it is, yeah. So
that's what I
you're pulling
Okay.
a donut here. You yank the stick as hard as you can to the side, and you feel your body almost pulled against the harness. You can feel these like belts snapping almost, but you're able to do so. You just spin in a wide circle. I think that does provoke an attack of opportunity from purple,
Yeah.
and I think actually also gray as well. It
Well,
would
then can I go?
If you go this way and do
Yeah.
Just purple, yeah,
That'd
just
be the
purple.
smart move.
Well, I was here originally, right?
no,
thought
you
you
were
were-
on
No,
that.
it's here,
Yeah,
you're
you were
right.
there,
So no
so you can
matter
just
what,
go.
I
So you can
kind
just
of
go boop boop.
No, yeah.
boop,
Just do that
boop.
one.
That's just purple though, because blue is out of commission. So blue is going to take the attack of opportunity. I'm just going to set that aside.
Wait,
for gunnery.
blue is going to, not purple?
No, purple is hitting
Purple
you.
is at a.
If you went this way, gray
that's what I'm saying.
would hit you.
He did
as
say
well.
blue, though.
Yeah, you said blue, so it's purple who's
Purple
taking
is
the AOA.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, we-
Blue
we
is out of commission at the
AOA.
moment. So purple is going to save that for gunnery. Or wait, we resolved your attack of opportunity.
That
right?
was, yeah, sorry. We resolved my attack
I'll
of
just do
opportunity,
theirs
yes.
now. Then that is only going to be a 16 to hit.
Does not hit.
There you go. And so easy enough, you just fly right across. And then again, as you do donuts in this space. But that is Spice's move,
Make
Shade.
me hungry.
So I think I'm going to do another maneuver. Yeah, I'm gonna fly by again. Because I can go through.
Yeah.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
So piloting check. It's a 37.
Closer than you'd probably like, but yeah, you absolutely make it.
Nice.
And I scoot 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And in the gunnery phase, I'm gonna hit.
Fly by in the purple. Very nice. Yeah, they're the center of like multiple attacks right now. And having taken that shot from Gibbs, that's a tremendous amount of damage on their hull. So definitely a good person to fly by. But that is your movement, Shade.
Cool.
Anybody else doing science officer or stunt actions?
No.
That brings us to gunnery.
Gunnery.
Yes.
Gunning.
So Bubbles.
Yeah.
We're gonna start. We're gonna go in the same order that we've been going.
Just raising my hand in
Bubbles, then
excitement.
Gibbs, then Echo, then Vesk, then Spice, then Shade. So Bubbles.
The purple guy went through my space. So I'm gonna do the grinding gear on him.
So
Or we can do the chain cannon. Whatever.
I would do chain cannon, yeah, just because I think
It wouldn't work without the engine.
Correct.
Yeah, makes sense. Okay. So just chain cannon on. I mean, I could do that. Whatever. Whoever's easy. Could we say it was the gold guy because he was
yeah,
here too?
yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
And that was the guy who
1d20.
your shit.
That's 6 plus 4 is 10 plus 18 is
That is a hit.
nice. Minus whatever you have on that. So chain cannon is 12d4. Could you do that for me?
I
Ari?
got you.
Well, Matt's got
has
it.
Boop-bop-a-boo. 30 damage.
30 damage. You
That's the-
destroyed.
Get it. These chain
That
cannons.
was to the front.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll a d10 for me.
Nice.
To the gold one.
Nice.
What is
Double
it? Double
zeros.
zeros? Is that 100 or 0?
That's 10.
That's 10.
Because one.
Oh, yeah,
'cause
so
1 is
10,
1.
yes.
So double zeros is 10.
So 100?
Yeah, 100.
Yeah, I just used those.
Bubbles, as you are moving
Yeah.
through, as this person flies across, there's a moment where everything lines up and you have the
that's-
clearest shot that you could possibly have. And you take it, and as you depress the trigger, you just stitch a circle straight around their power core. You don't detonate the power core, but you cut it clean out. Not only were the shields already disabled, this was perfect so that you could cut around the cockpit. There's no life support damage or anything. But as the ship's momentum carries it away, you see the power core just left in place. It is still sputtering out fumes and hot plasma. You would imagine the power, you've removed it so cleanly, you could probably recover and use the power core. But it is removed from the
Engine, not a
ship.
power cord jet.
Yeah, well,
Is person
unfortunate.
still alive?
They are. So this was surgery that Bubbles did as he flew by. Very impressive. And that ship, Bubbles, you watch as your score increases by 50 points. They are eliminated from this.
Nice job, man.
That is your gunnery phase, Bubbles. Gibbs.
Okay, I'm shooting purple again. I
right.
imagine it's more like a pew.
Yeah.
Is that another natural 20?
No. It was a 13. But it's plus 16, which makes that a whole 29.
And that's a hit.
Great. And I have to use my link chain cannons.
Oh, get it.
But, well, it's not.
I know,
Mine
it's
aren't
your
linked.
half,
Yeah.
I might have jumped on my ship.
12.
Why?
12. Okay. You can see the shield still active on that side. Anything
But
else,
I
Gibbs?
did it on the same side as the attack of opportunity? No?
No, I think on the other side. Oh, no, because yeah.
Because I'm just doing them like
You're
The
right.
steering wheel.
Give me
Cool.
1 second.
It's not a car.
So that digs into their hit points.
Thank
Propulsion
you.
is from an engine.
Anything else, Ari?
The only thing I could
Alrighty.
use the guns
Echo.
for momentum.
I've got nothing I can attack
That
safely.
brings us to the
Well,
vest.
then
No,
glycerin,
mine won't-
and then
oh,
I'll just
sorry,
like
you're
shock
right,
it
you're
your
right,
way.
you're
So,
That's how it works in all the action movies.
Yeah, why wouldn't it work here? Plus, it's in space.
who is the ship? Yeah.
That's me.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
Spice.
Yep.
Dang.
You can see off and to the right, the Shashi still locking eyes with you. Their arms are moving now. And the ship seems to have maintained some element of functionality. You can see laboriously the particle cannons training over on you.
-2 because they're intimidated.
Oh, yeah.
That's good. It is a natural 20. And so even with that -2, does a total of
Dice Jeebeth.
Yeah.
Dice Jeebeth, take it away.
36 hit.
Yes, duh.
They're shooting while they're down.
They are.
Excuse,
they
so
have just worked. They have just worked a miracle.
We can only do that. Only we're allowed to do
Shade
that,
can do that,
honorably.
and that should probably tell you something. But
Just gonna attack in now.
Ew.
Tells you that he's Jeebus.
That is why I wanted to. If I had rolled better.
32. That is 32 points of
You
damage.
get a captain down twice. Do you double score it?
Alright, well, I'm still up.
And so they just fire this particle beam. It rips across the front, and you can see just this blackened line that goes down to the circuitry of your machine. But that is
Yeah.
their attack. The one in purple is also going to take an attack against you, Spice.
Okay, this is going directly to my hull points, everybody.
That is
Is it
going
hitting-
to be
it's your hitting your
a
I'm right there.
even 30 to hit.
Yeah.
All right,
It's hitting your aft. Do you have
No,
aft
it's not. It's
shield?
hitting my port.
let's port.
The butt.
Purple.
The butt.
Well, even if it was, I only have 6.
That is going to be a total of 32 points of damage. Sorry.
Dunzo.
There you go. And so Spice,
Wow, I
as the
have such a
second one
cool-
just fires into you, you see the elements of your ship flicker, and you feel the engines just die behind you.
Yeah.
Can you roll a D100 for me, please?
$94.
94. They are simply glitching. And at this moment,
that's
you've gotten pretty lucky, but you can see that whatever has occurred is going to be spreading likely unless you do something to fix this. You have about a 50-50 shot at fixing your engines at this moment. That won't do a ton. You have a lot of other things that you need to do. You remember what you and Shade did. You're probably looking at something similar if you want to get back into functionality. But that is purple. The one... Ooh. Spice.
Yeah.
Having taken a shot at their leader while they were lifeless, the honorable thing to do would be to return that favor. And so
Wait,
this,
honorable thing would be to shoot a ship while it's down? Is that
Well,
what I'm
no,
listening to?
it was because you
Because
were
you did it.
dishonorable
Yeah.
towards their captain.
They're
They are
being
now
dishonorable.
performing
And then
retribution
he tried to
upon
shoot him
you.
while he was dead.
No, I haven't even tried to
Does a
shoot him yet
19
while he's down. I haven't
it
had my
true?
turn yet.
is a 19
true.
hit.
No.
Okay. So
Well, it happens
they
simultaneously.
fire the particle beams, and even as your ship is like destroyed, it hits a part of your ship that has already been blown away. You watch as that is evaporated, but you take no additional damage. That is, I believe, everybody who has a shot that can attack.
I get my shot on my flyby.
Oh, hang on one second. I'm still in the best turn.
Oh, sorry.
The one, actually, they could also take a shot on Spice. The one who is all the way back over here
Fucking
is
do
also
it.
going to take a shot on you, Spice.
End it.
That is going to be a 28 to hit.
Yeah. What even happens now? Do I just roll another D100
Yeah,
to
please.
see if you fuck up? Alright.
That system's going down.
84.
84. Okay, roll it one more time.
One more
Your
time.
power core is malfunctioning.
Okay. Another D100.
Yep,
25.
25. Spice, as this particle beam continues to cut through, the entire wing is cut away. And you watch as the particle beam gets closer and closer to the canopy, and it gets within probably about a foot of where you are before the beam just loses power. It falters and they like drift and fly by you.
Oh.
You imagine if you had rolled probably about 5 lower, that would hit you. And starship damage does a hell of a lot of damage to the pilot. But for the moment, you are safe. You get the sense that probably you should not have shot that disabled ship.
I didn't
that-
know!
Yeah.
I
me
haven't
ju-
shot. I taunted him. I want to shoot him now.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, there
haven't
you go.
taken my turn yet.
All it requires
It all
is the
happens
taunting.
simultaneously with the gunnery phase, though.
So,
You're charging up your laser.
that is the Vesk's turn. That brings us to you, Spice.
Yeah, duh. All right. So I'm gonna. My plan is, you see this thing of nitroglycerin right here?
Yeah.
I'm going to shoot it so it blows up all these ships, including my own.
Love that. Make an attack roll.
It would happen
close am
technically at the
I?
same time
Good.
as all of them hitting you anyway, because
where
all of
Spice rolls the
the
character.
gunnery actions are
I love this, honestly.
I was
Good
scared to
idea.
do
You
this.
put these here for a reason. My ship's already down. Come on, girl, give me a natty 20.
Watch just like
Wasn't good.
just like
12
a minor
total.
explosion.
12 total.
'Cause
That is
it's
still a
basic
hit.
attack.
Pop rocks.
Okay.
You're hitting a big old rock.
Yeah, you just have to shoot it
Yeah, it's like the size of an
motionless.
asteroid.
Yeah,
The disc is here if you need it.
not a motionless rock.
I don't think that disc is big enough.
I'm about to get fucked.
Yeah, sorry, but
No.
so
I shot you.
my ship was already down.
So,
I really needed revenge.
Is
on
this
these
actually a
bitches.
perfect
this
move?
is kind of perfect. with the
my
exception of,
Yes.
That.
so I want you to start thinking about just potential last words here for Spice, because
Okay.
you are right in the blast.
I know.
But, 1, 2, 3,
Look at
4,
my
5.
face.
Get
Can
how
you
Mary
go
Jordan.
ahead and can you roll 10d6, please?
Oh, brother.
Okay.
Actually, I have 3. Who has?
I have a bunch.
I have 5 d6.
Yeah,
Who's
here,
got
here.
5 more
Look,
d6?
I got so
Okay.
many. All
There's 3 for
all my
you?
spell casting is
Alright, so
d6s.
we've got
All right, I think you've got enough.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're doing these with hard dice
Yes,
here.
baby.
All
Get the
right.
math cam loaded.
Okay. I'm gonna pull up the calculator,
Yeah. Well, here, let's make groups of 10.
Oh boy.
or I can just do.
you get a lot of
Okay,
fives?
you could do that. I got a lot of 4s.
That's a group of 10. That's a group of 10.
10, 20.
I don't know what this dice is.
That's a 4.
Plus 3 is 7. That's 30 total.
Jesus Christ.
30 total?
30 total.
Okay, so
Which actually is not as much as I thought it
you
would.
fire the chain cannon into this and it explodes. Immediately, you see just a couple little fragments of ice just from the first couple of bullets before there is a blinding white light. And you can see it just rolls over all, I believe every single Vesk ship is within range. Your ship as well. All of your shields take 30 points of damage, so if there's any shields up still, they're almost completely just wiped away.
Yeah. I did have one, for the record.
Your ship is wrecked.
Yep.
And so, for what it is worth, you can take your ship and you can just rip that stat sheet in half because it is irreparably destroyed.
Yeah. Sorry,
it is completely
I
shredded.
didn't like the GPF anyways.
And Spice.
We could use this for other combat.
Sorry, I fucked it.
How much damage is that?
30 points of damage. So really, at the end of the day, it wasn't as much
How much
damage.
HP do you have, Spice?
HP?
Yeah.
It's 30 points of starship
Stamina?
damage.
No, I'm talking about Spice and
mine?
Nudo. How much stamina and HP put
I have
together?
90 stamina points and
Okay.
64 HP points.
Okay.
You are just barely alive. Holy shit.
Really?
Yeah.
You
That
were at
did
0.
300 points of damage.
You were unconscious as this ripped across this entire thing. It does not do 300 points of damage.
Oh, it's not one oh.
I mean, I was thinking
I've done a little bit of scaling.
0.
Jesus Christ.
Wow, I didn't know it was
So
going to do
you are
that.
dropped to 0. Technically, you are rolled something like 60 points above your thing. In Starfinder, one of the nice things is it's much harder to instant kill somebody. You are
I realized.
at 0 health and you are not stabilized yet. So think about your resolve points and how you might want to use those.
I do have good resolve points.
But you are not in great shape. As the explosion dies down, for any of you who are able to look away, as your eyesight kind of clears, you might be able to see just the charred, yet still intact corpse, almost, of Spice. But because it's 8:30, this is a great place to step away. We're going to go ahead and we will take a quick break so we can think about what to do here. And actually, you know what? We have Shade still for this round, then we'll start the next round. So Shade,
Cool.
anything on your gunnery phase as you watch one of your teammates annihilate themselves?
For
So
only 30 points of damage, which is the sad part.
Starship damage.
So
Yeah.
I feel like
But their ships
times
didn't
10.
take. Well, on their starship.
I had done a flyby that was gonna hit the purple guy, which would have technically happened simultaneously, but seems a bit redundant at this point.
So what you're looking at as this clears, that blue ship, the captain's ship, is almost gone. You can
Right.
see that the interior is still intact, and so it looks as if it has some kind of a escape pod or something built into it, and that is probably what Ashashi is in. You imagine that they're okay. All the other ships still functional. The purple ship is gone. You can just pull that out.
Okay, so that's
The other two ships are functional, but there is not a single bit of shield on either of them, and they are both badly damaged.
I don't think I would have had a shot on them because, again, it's technically happening simultaneously, which means that I would have been doing my flyby on the two people that I passed through,
Yeah.
if possible. So I guess I could technically flyby on Isashi, but I feel like that's not very honorable after the dishonor that just
There's
happened.
so little left of his ship that, first of all, that ship and the purple ship, similar to Spice's, gone in total. That's it. The it would be almost hard to hit because it's such a small amount of debris, but you certainly could.
That feels dishonorable.
Okay,
I think
you go.
there's nothing else I can do.
you
for
ease off the
Gunnery.
trigger and you through this debris. It pelts your shields, but because it is 8:30, we're gonna step away for a quick break, and we will come back in just a little bit.
Let's go, Neon Wraiths.
There will be a countdown on the bottom of your screen. We'll see you then. And we're back. Thank you for sticking with us through the break if you did. If not, we're playing Starfinder, and we're going to jump right back into our Starship combat. So, I don't know. I only deciphered about half of what you said.
It's gonna be barbecue flavored.
He won't let his butthole go.
There's pills for that. We're going to go ahead and start with musical chairs. Anybody changing their roles?
Yes.
Yes.
I just want to change it to Gibbs healer mode. I don't know.
Okay, so stay in Magic Officer, I guess. Spice, you stay in Captain? In your
I'm
unconscious state?
unconscious, yeah.
I'm gonna captain.
She's
I'm gonna
a captain.
captain.
Okay, Gibbs was Captain.
Just to recap,
Yeah.
Yeah, captain.
this fight is still happening.
It is. There's a huge explosion, and you see the point scores change. Certainly, 2 ships have been disabled, the captains and the brown ones. You see another set of points come up when that gold ship rolls over. So currently, they have 2 ships that are actively in combat right now.
Okay, I'm gonna stay as I am, but
Okay.
yeah, that's
Okay, no
calculations
problem.
are being tricky.
So, any captain's actions?
I can copy Spice.
So I want to pick up Spice,
Okay.
and I don't know how to do that because there's no open my hatch and scoop a girl in.
Yeah, all right.
So how do I get a side chick?
So, if you want
I
to pull
am
up
no
alongside,
side chick. I am a main
How do I get a
piece.
main piece?
if you want to enter into Spice's space,
Cool.
I will say you can make a piloting check to try to grab them as you go by. This, now, we'll be really clear about this. This is specifically because you, as Gibbs, have your cockpit, and I drew it when I drew the ship,
Yeah.
such that you can open the windows because you've done this before.
Yeah.
And so you can do this. Your air is gone now.
Yeah, but I'm wearing my fish
Yeah,
bowl.
yeah. But just something to keep in mind. So no problem. You fly over. You open
And
this
I'm
window.
small, so I actually can hold her in my.
Yes, no, you guys can
Okay.
share space. No, it actually makes mechanical sense.
Cool.
It more is a can you grab Spice as you fly by in a spaceship in the midst of combat.
Real big
and Spice
piloting.
isn't just floating there. Their body is like
Jettisoned.
flying away
Oh.
with the force of this explosion. So
Right.
it's not an easy task, but you can do it.
Cool.
And your ship has power, right?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
There we go.
You want me to roll for it?
So we'll do that when we get to the actual piloting and
Cool,
moving around.
Then I'm gonna pilot then.
Okay, no problem. So you switch your role to piloting. That will bring us into our engineer phase. Any first mate or engineer actions? Alrighty. Everybody go ahead and roll your piloting checks.
Bloody pilot.
Oh,
They rolled bad for the first time.
all right, then I'm gonna hold on to mine.
Anybody?
So okay.
35 to 30.
33.
33 for Echo. 30
Really
to
bad
25.
for me. 20. Nope.
Ooh, 25 to 20.
24.
24 for Shade.
I rolled real bad, but I'm holding on to it
20 to
because
15.
I still have my reroll.
20 to 15. 15 to 10.
My God, guys.
10.
10 for Bubbles.
Where you at?
All right, and
did
then
not
Gibbs.
I got a
I'm
5.
5.
5?
Yeah, I got a 3 on the dice, and I only get +2 because I'm not very fast. So.
Wait,
Oh,
what did you? You should still roll because
Why?
Because you need to make
Saves.
Oh, because you have to be in order.
saves
yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. 16.
16. Okay. So the way that this works out, Gibbs will be moving first, then Bubbles, then the Vest, then Spice, then Shade, then Echo. We're going to start with Gibbs.
Cool. I roll down my window, and I'm gonna scoop up a lady.
Make a piloting check.
Cool. Great. My pilot's amazing.
Oh, your
hopefully.
piloting is good.
My piloting
I
is
am
good.
Say it.
so
Oh my
fucking
God.
grateful
Oh my
that you
God.
put ranks in
You're
that.
just-
Let's get it.
20!
Yay!
Wait, yeah, 20!
Oh my God.
Flat 20.
Dirty 20, yeah.
Unfortunately, this is a challenging thing that you're doing. And as you fly by, you stretch your little paw out, and you are feet away from Spice. Still a pretty big miss. You go by. You don't want to clip Spice with the wing. You imagine in Spice's current condition, that would be really sort of a coup de grace. And so you steer a little wide. You'll need to make another pass.
Okay. I start fishing like my hand around the back, looking for like a roll of wrapping paper.
Okay, no problem. You start fishing for things, but unfortunately, anything loose would have been suctioned right out when you opened the
Damn.
window. But no problem. You look. That is your turn. Gibbs, Bubbles, where are you moving?
If I jump out of my ship, how does it work for movement on these squares? Is each square my movement in game, or is it?
I would say you can move a hex a turn. It's
Yeah,
like
it's not
you're
even
barely
worth it.
moving.
Not
Yeah.
even worth it. I'm just gonna. Matt thinks I can do some engineering trick, but I don't have an engine. I don't think hold it together will
No,
work.
hold
with
it together is an engineering move that allows you to move beyond the capabilities that you would normally have mechanically. It's telling you that you can make something that is critically damaged,
Okay,
not
I will do that.
act like that for a turn.
So make an engineering check.
I have like 0 engineering.
It's like rewiring, like hot wiring a car without an engine, and like
It's like
miracles that it
you're
works.
just like pulling the wheel
it's-
with your might to get it to turn with no power steering.
But spaceship version.
But
Yeah,
in,
that would-
but in space.
That would work.
Yeah,
with,
there's no sugar in these gas tanks.
that would work with air. That's a 17. 0 modifier.
That is not high enough, unfortunately. You get the sense as you begin to tinker around, you open this up and you just look at what to you is like a different language.
Yeah.
There are different pieces and parts that look like nothing you've ever seen, and it's all blackened and scorched and covered in dirt and soot, and it's just the worst thing that you can imagine. Nothing
I'm kind
really
of glad it
happens.
failed because I don't think books.
But you glide along.
we find out you're colorblind, and you're like,
Yeah, I know.
"What's the red line? What do you mean?"
But that is your movement. Bubbles. Da-da-da-da. That brings us to the Vesk.
What?
So, this Vesk.
I'm annoyed that there's 3 Vesk left after.
Only 2. This one could, in theory, come back, but they're out at the moment. Okay, so
Also, the rounds might end at some point. I don't understand how. Sorry, I thought I was trying to give you more room.
I appreciate that.
Does that provoke an attack of
No, because they're
opportunity
right there.
from Gibbs?
Oh, from Gibbs. Yes, that would provoke an attack.
You get an attack of opportunity on this guy
I would. Yeah, you can.
because he went through here.
Then I'm foot on the dashboard, opening up compartments, looking for like a fishing pole or something, and I'll take a shot.
Yeah.
Keep fishing poles.
I keep a bunch
You
of
just
junk.
accidentally step on the firing button
Yes,
Yeah,
guys.
that's-
at the exact right time.
16 plus 7 is
23.
23 to hit.
23, that does hit.
Okay.
And so, yeah, as you're standing on the dashboard, you kick something and you feel your craft begin to spin as the rotary cannon spins into life on one side.
Nice. Is that a back cannon?
It is.
Great.
Gibbs gets
3d4.
off a shot by Deus Ex Magica.
Magica.
1, 3, 4. Ooh, 4. So 8 damage with my flank cannon. That's what's in my aft.
This ship still up, but can you roll a D100 for me, please?
Yeah.
Bad shape. You can see the edge of one of the wings just crumbling away into fire and debris.
20.
And 20.
Yeah.
And you get the sense that one of their systems is almost certainly malfunctioning.
Yeah.
You can see red lights now flashing across the interior, but very nice hit. They're still up. That is their movement. That brings us over to Spice.
Yeah, well, my only action can be to stabilize myself, so I am going to do that, and I have to use resolve points for that. Fortunately, I have enough, so I am still unconscious, but stable.
In this moment, Spice, as you are unconscious, you are drifting through space, and there is just silence all around you. And in this silence, all that you can kind of see as your mind just screams out for oxygen or some kind of life-saving maneuver, you are just beginning to see the silhouette of a familiar figure begin to emerge. But you stabilize, and you collapse into darkness.
I kind of think about it as, so from the blast, it's like the tinnitus or that like
Yeah, oh, for sure.
horrible ringing noise. So that was like a flash of light. Obviously, she loses consciousness. Her ship explodes. Everything explodes around her. And it's so loud, but now it's just kind of the
Yeah,
The
absolutely.
ringing
of,
in
like,
the ears of
coming
an
back.
explosion, but
yeah,
Yeah.
but still in dream state.
That is your turn, Spice,
Yeah.
and that brings us over to Shade.
I'm gonna flyby stunt on this guy since he got in my way.
Yeah.
Go around here, scoop out the boot, and trying to beeline it to where. I guess, can I use my exocortex to scan for Spice's body to like target lock and try to hone in so I can.
Yeah, make a
scoop?
computer's check. Yeah,
Nice.
and that will lower the DC of that.
19 on the die. That's 41.
When communicators have messages that are held, there's a unique signature that is kind of transmitted, and none are more powerful than Spice's, with something like 400,000 unread messages. And that's easy for your sensors to pull onto, and you lock on
Like the
flawlessly.
star of all
Yeah.
of those signals.
But you lock on,
the
and
New
you
York
can
Stock
identify where
Exchange,
Spice
for sure.
is. That will give you a lower DC if you attempt that, which is good. You watch as Gibbs just tears right by and misses Spice.
And
He's gonna grab you by
so,
the queue.
given the trajectory, Spice is going like somewhere around here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go, I can go, I think, up to here.
Can I have my mini?
So I'm gonna
Yeah,
go
my
in the
fucking
correct
physical body.
area to try and make an attempt to stop and safely collect.
No problem. So you accelerate ahead, trying to cut them off. But that is your turn. Shade for movement. Echo, where are you moving?
Thankfully there's no Inferno because there's no Inferno in space.
Correct.
Shit. Go fast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay. So you're now flying almost cockpit on cockpit with this craft. You can see basically the Vesk in their spacesuit through the windshield as they approach.
And then that's. Can I go above them?
Yeah, you can if you want to share a space. Now,
I have 2 more hexes of movement.
yeah.
Can I do this?
Yeah, you absolutely can. That does provoke an attack of opportunity.
It does?
Yes.
Well, I'm fine.
Okay, no worries. So we'll just resolve that real quick. They do take an attack with their linked particle beams.
Yeah.
That is going to be a 22 to hit.
22, I believe, hits. Yes. No! Yeah, meets it.
There you go. And so, Echo, you do take a flat 20 points of damage
Forward or aft?
forward. And you, just over the top, you manage to make it to the other side. You can see this blinking block of ice in the distance. But that is your movement.
Yep.
Alrighty. Anybody, any other science officer or pilot actions? To gunnery. Gibbs.
Can I get a minor action to bring myself to 1 HP?
You see
that counts.
Shade right there. You can take him out.
So, all this happened simultaneous. So was he in the way when I would have shot my gun at that guy?
I
That
believe.
was on a
Different.
reaction.
Yeah, I believe you can shoot at them. Give me 1 second.
But I haven't used a minor action to shoot, so I
No.
can shoot.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah, I think you could still shoot because
Yeah, but you
since
don't
it
get the
happens
gunnery
simultaneously. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the minor action, so you don't get the gunnery bonus, but it's still you can take a
So
shot.
you can shoot through the ship.
right?
They are getting a +4 AC provided by cover by shooting through another ship,
Alright.
whether it's friend or foe.
-2 to the gunnery check, not 0 minus. It's just
Yeah. -2
Alright.
it's,
for
it's
the
snapshot right here.
Yeah.
snapshot. Yeah.
So you're getting a -2 to your check, and they're getting a +4 bonus to their AC.
Great. So collectively,
Minus
6.
6
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do it that way if you want.
functionally.
10 plus 16 minus 6
Six,
is
20.
20 to hit.
20 to hit. That is meets it beats it.
Wow.
And so just barely you were able to get that shot. You go
Holy shit.
underneath Shade's craft, and as Shade kind of pulls in, you have to kick into a little bit of a loop to miss them, but you just do. You bend the bullets.
No.
Very lucky.
You got your wanted result.
This was
18 damage, please.
Okay, very nice. And so with 18 points of damage on that individual,
And I
you
just,
roll a D100, please.
sure.
damn.
That is a wrecked ship. Let's pray for a wreckage.
1. 11.
11.
Wow. Okay, well, hopefully that's wrecked.
Only malfunctioning, but it is their life support. So that's relatively important.
Gotta deal
You
with
can
that.
see the lights all go red and then turn off and then turn on. They are in bad shape, and you watch as
they're not. We're
50,
killing
50 more points appear on your score.
They
Are
I haven't been
eliminated
touched.
from this
I mean, the
combat.
best people.
Oh.
That is your attack gives.
Yeah, I'm unscathed.
Bubbles.
I'm just gonna
We killed
cruise.
your enemy.
Okay, you just cruise. That brings us to the Vesk. So only one Vesk who can fire remains. And I believe...
I can't attack backward. I have no backwards weapons.
Yeah.
See, that's why you need to split your weapons up and just.
Nobody that
I mean,
I know, but
engineering, you can still just keep rolling for a miracle.
I never.
Natural
I meant
order.
to say for Shade to change from how they are set up, but I never did.
Shade.
Yeah.
Forgot.
Any gunnery phase?
Yeah, I'm gonna fly by, try to hit this last one.
Alrighty, go ahead and make your attack. Use the last one.
Shade, we got this.
That's gonna be a 35.
That is a hit.
I believe in you.
I'm gonna roll it on this.
They have no shields. You can see the hull badly burned.
21 points of damage. I think it's to the 4, because it's when I'm flying in front around.
And Shade. Tell us how it happened.
Hey!
Just gonna, like, coming
kill
around
people, just want to
the bend here, just going straight through, not stopping, running the chain guns over the top and disabling the ship, and then continuing off this way.
Okay, so as you go by, you fire, and as the two of you cross behind this element of nitroglycerin, there's an explosion. Everybody else on the other side, you all brace for impact. If that huge piece goes up, it is going to be unlike anything that you've seen before. But you see Shade from the other side, and then just Vesk-like wreckage spinning on the other. There are still lights, and they appear to be less damaged than some of their comrades, but their ship is still wrecked. And you have all defeated the Vesk.
Would you say that Shade was a cool guy who walked away from explosions?
Oh, yeah.
Do you look back, Shade?
No,
We
of
get a
course not.
flashback
Looking
to,
forward.
what was it, Wayward Station? Way Station El Paso, when we all walk away from the explosion. We're running, but
We're running and
At
crying.
the end of this combat, a score flashes up on all of your heads-up displays. You have all become victorious, 450 to 250. And though they were creeping up a little bit, the final wreckage of all of their ships certainly paid dividends. Now, as all of this is happening, Spice, you are still kind of floating out. Gibbs, go ahead and make a piloting check as you attempt again to grab onto Spice, taking the second lap.
I was
Where are you?
like,
Shade is the gold one.
Change this music here.
This one?
Yeah.
Oh, you're way the fuck.
no,
So what was that piloting check
fine.
there, Gibbs?
I'm right here because I said I was staying within.
Oh, that's
I
Bob's.
I target locked onto Spice.
11 on the dice
Try and
plus
do this.
12 is 22. 23. 23.
23 is still enough. 20 was a little low, but 23 you were able to fly by, and with the combat now done, with the wreckage kind of coasting
Grab me
around,
by an ankle.
you grab Spice by like an ankle, you pull them over, and you realize that you've like grabbed Spice by like the back of their neck. You're probably yanking their hair on like through the suit, and you just kind of like yank them over and pull them into your ship. You can close the window, and though you have no oxygen, you have Spice aboard, stable at 0.
What's oxygen?
I will give you HP. I'll give you the kiss of life, but it's glass on glass.
Okay. What?
I don't know. I give you a million.
Do I see
It's 11d8. Hold on.
Ishashti?
So as this
98.
change
Still a
music
lot.
here.
Yeah.
So
Fuck yeah.
Takes her
You
all
do
way
see
to-
Ashashi as everything begins to settle down. You can see there is this sort of escape pod is the wrong word, but it's like a hardened interior that can be withdrawn into in order to stay alive longer when in the sort of kind of gravity of space. It almost looks like, I don't know if you've ever seen the tsunami capsules in Japan.
Oh yeah.
Very similar to that. A little bit more round, a little bit more like pill shaped than a circle. But they have sort of withdrawn into this structure. You do see that has light, that has some element of activity. There is a Vesk tug that begins to approach called the Kalashar. And that is what you note in the immediate sort of vicinity. Is anybody going after Bubbles?
Who's about to careen into...
Nothing.
No, so Bubbles actually just he misses by probably about a foot. One large section of ice in the middle, and you can see getting closer and closer, but as the ice spins, Bubbles gets within inches of the nitroglycerin, and like if Bubbles chose to try to spark the engines in this moment, it would be bad, but Bubbles is like looking for spice, and he just passes straight through, threading the needle.
Is Godfrey?
Yeah, I imagine it's Godfrey who picks
Godfrey's
you
like-
up.
When the race was over and like Bubs is careening off, Spice would have like pinged Godfrey to like come pick up Bubs quick.
No problem. You kind of turn on the comms and you can see the Ishtangi appears. There is all colors of red and orange and purple flashing across their skin, but the chameleon-like creature kind of stabilizes to their normal green. And they say, wow, that was an amazing fight. You guys did amazing. Also, exploding the nitroglycerin, inspired move. What are you going to do? You lost one of your ships, and you still have to face Hardcore Henry.
We won a ship, didn't we? Oh, just kidding. I don't know that.
We will have to buy a ship somewhere.
Do you want me to get the pieces, or how do you want me to do this?
We have contacts who may be willing to lend us a vessel.
Okay, I'll just get the one that's spinning off into space then.
Thank you.
Terminates the communication, and Bubbles, you get a lock on as Godfrey's garage repair ship begins to approach.
Nice.
I wanted to try to calm out to Isashi because I want to,
Oh, wait, I'm unconscious.
check in after on how honorable a battle that was.
You imagine there's probably not communication to this particular emergency capsule, and so there's no way to communicate with them directly. You could reach out to one of the other craft if you wish, but they do seem to be kind of gathering around, and you watch as two of them use their wings to support a Shashi ship and begin to kind of move that towards the Vest tug.
Kind of look out to make some sort of acknowledgement to each other. I want to see if he's pissed off or if it was we're honorable.
Make it a sense motive check.
Want to vibe check him?
Kind
Basically
of.
spit in his face.
Well, you did.
Yeah, but we
You chewed on
I didn't.
their
Natural
species
20.
bone.
Nice.
Natural 20. Okay. With a natural 20, you peer out and you peer hard, Shade, and you maybe catch the attention of somebody who is over there. And
Do a flyby.
you do a flyby, and when you do, there is generally a sort of acknowledgement that you can see through the cockpit. Sometimes people will use mirrors, flashlights. There's all different manner of things that people use, but almost always there's some kind of acknowledgement that you're flying by, even if it's just a tip of the wing, and there's nothing. And that would tell you that they're not really pleased with your being capital U, the Neon Wraith's behavior in this tournament. And with that natural 20, you imagine any chance of having help from the Vesk of the Warvok Shorn in your upcoming party with Hardcore Henry has been dashed. You imagine that if you were heading into, say, the Veskarium, you're probably carrying now a dual-pronged reputation of having defeated Harlax the Gore Fiend and this new sort of wrinkle. But luckily, you're never going to the Veskarium.
That's right. Nobody messed that.
Part of the Vesk is like Harlax. Or like Harlax.
Sir.
Good thing every best we meet, we bite on their scale.
You can see ship pieces being gathered up. Godfrey grabs onto your ship, Bubbles, and begins to tow you back. Are you all making your way back to the Zen Crawler? Okay.
Drive through?
Oh, I want to go pick up my fucking winnings. Spice will be like, be like, oh my god, Gibbs. That's a lash, but the money. The money! We won!
So you're still at 0. I mean, you're.
No, I'm at 39.
Right. You healed back. Okay.
I just
So-
spit in her mouth.
You spit in Spice's mouth.
Like, wasn't the first time somebody's done that?
Yeah, Spice, you wake up normal as could be. It's just a morning. And as you get the weird kind of post-morning spit out of your mouth, as per usual, you are awake. And you sort of crackle through. And, I mean, you feel probably worse than you've almost ever felt.
There was a time when we fought Bagheera. I was actually worse for wear.
Okay.
This is the second to worst I've ever felt in 2 years of playing this game.
It's pretty rough.
Yeah.
You know what's weird? You've lost all your hair. It's like a laser.
No!
No, I'm fucking
No, you
with I'm
pulled
totally
out my
fucking with you. I'm
ponytail
totally
to
fucking
get
with you.
here.
That would be really funny.
I'm just like in the blast. It's like
Yeah,
Daenerys
I'm
walking
doing
through
that,
the
yeah.
flames, and like in the book she's bald, but in the anyways.
You couldn't tell who's Bubs and who's Spice.
You're right.
yeah, that'd be so crazy.
Yeah, you'd just be blue bubs.
But no, just
Blah, blah.
badly damaged. And you imagine you're going to take a little time to heal for sure.
Okay.
But you make your way back, and without any real issue, you can dock in your landing bay. With those of you who do have functional ships, Bubbles, your ship is brought back to the garage. He is totally able to let you off in the hangar bay if you want, or you could walk back through the Zin crawler yourself if you wish.
I'm gonna stick with the team.
Okay,
Go to the hangar bay.
no problem. You all find yourselves within the hangar bay. Down one ship.
My ship.
Two
is
ships, really.
pristine.
Did you not get hit once? No.
Your ship, Godfrey would tell you as you make the ship over, taking a quick sort of
Can we say
glance
we
at it.
also picked up my engine that was floating in space?
Yeah, that's part of
Cool,
it.
Cool.
He grabs the engine. He grabs the engine the power core that you shot loose.
Oh.
Takes that as well. But yeah, he would tell you, oh, this is nothing. We can get this fixed up. I mean, if you guys are going to take on Hardcore Henry, I think the party's tomorrow, but you guys are probably going to be going on Tuesday, and so you'll be ready by then, no problem.
Shade, what was that deal that you made with the captain? I couldn't overhear it.
We were to have an honorable fight.
And what did you get from it?
Nothing because of you.
I'm pretty sure I won us. I almost died out there, Shade. Don't you even care?
Babe, I was so worried about you.
Of course. Thank you, Bubbles. You were the first thing I saw when I woke up.
I mean,
What the fuck?
You spent like 15 minutes flying back with Gibbs, who nurses you back to health, and you're like, the first thing I thought of was Bubbles. Like, straight up
I'm just
ignored
gonna shoot
Gibbs.
glance at Gibbs and just be like,
I'm glad we won, but maybe we didn't make friends if we could have. But do we like
We are
the
now
guys?
going to be targeted by the Vascarium.
We're now going to be.
Was there
More
a
so.
reason that the nitroglycerin was detonated?
I mean, it worked.
What,
yeah, what
that was-
happened?
What? Were you guys not watching?
I was on the other
There was-
end of the field. There
I
was.
explosion.
shot it
You what?
and killed myself. Thank God Gibbs was close enough to save me. Jesus. I wouldn't have made it. Wait, Jesus. Hylax.
As you gather here and talk about Hylax and sort of emerge from your ships in various states of being sort of charred or otherwise, Hueltex would greet you all as you approach and would say, there is a car that has been sent and is waiting outside for all of you.
From who?
Henry Kent.
Do
You are
you
expected at his estate tonight.
query? Do you have advice for us?
Answer. Gather what allies you can.
And if there are none,
We have one.
The car is waiting.
I can't go. I'm
Clarification.
dying.
This appears to be an ambush. Further clarification. Specialists have been brought aboard from the Carbon Cartel.
would you mind joining us?
Make a diplomacy check, Echo. Is anybody helping?
Get it? Oh, yeah, sure.
I still don't
Spice
really
will,
know who this
like.
person is.
Well, I think Spice is helping by literally leaning over disheveled, like, she's dying, so they need friends. And so
It's pitiful.
it's a pity.
Take a +1 conditional modifier.
Saddle up to Gibbs and be like, could you maybe ask your Silky friends?
That's who I was thinking of. You don't mind, do you, Shade?
We will need to contact them.
Diplomacy? Not like relating on a cultural or computer level.
No, he was the one who's.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
you
a
didn't
14.
figure out. He was the one.
14.
Who's tracking us, so we
Okay.
can't use him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Your frail biological components pose a risk to my mission. I will remain here, and should you survive, you shall be useful to me further.
I'm gonna contact Cold Brew, knowing now
Unpopular
what I have
opinion.
learned.
Go ahead.
Wait, no, hold on. Heltex was not. He was monitoring our comms and preventing us, but our comms are still in general being monitored. He just
know
keeps,
that?
Yeah,
Yes.
he kept. He just
Okay.
kept like yoinking our text out of space.
Shieldex will say, I can provide you with clear lines of communication.
You can just go there real quick.
We can't. The car's right outside. That's the whole point.
No,
I
go through the.
like
Wait, what?
Hultek's idea.
Wait, what? So Heltex is proposing
He's
that
gonna
we
give
run
us
away?
a clean line to
No.
call
I
our
think
allies.
in general we should just ask him to do that for us in the future. That's a
you
really
call
helpful
Cold
thing.
Brew?
We shouldn't say no to that.
You know his number?
I can share the contact information.
You share
Cold
that
Brew gave
contact.
me.
There is a brief moment, and for all of you, I would say, Shade, make a computers check. What is your ranks in computers, Echo?
10 ranks.
10 ranks? You make a computers check too. Okay.
Rolling on fire tonight. That's a 26.
Nothing happens for
Nope.
you.
Nope.
Shade, you
Fuck
are
that shit.
aware of you are aware of the fact that you may have had an opportunity to resist some kind of a computer check that they are doing had you rolled higher. You are at least aware that something is happening. But all at once, all of your communicators are sending an outgoing call as one signal to Cold Brew. And there are, I would say, Shade, as you visualize the data of this, it's almost as if this is using all of your communicators as relays for each other, and it's syncing back to where they are based out of. So these are syncing back to places like Akaton. These are syncing back to places across the galaxy.
Okay, I thought you meant like all our phones are on at the same time. It's like when you call a radio station when you're still on the line,
like
the
that.
radio's still on.
I like that, but no. You're really using it more to confound anybody who might be looking.
Like a localized VPN.
Correct. And so, should somebody try to focus in, they will definitely be able to tell beyond a shadow of a doubt that you're making the call from the Milky Way galaxy, and that's about it. But you make this call to Cold Brew, and it goes through. Super clear clarity is this call. Probably the crispest signal you've ever had.
This 100
guy is an
megabytes
attendant.
per
But you see
second.
Cold Brew in 8K, just right there, and he says, "Yeah,
Hi.
you all made a mess out there.
We may need your assistance.
Sorry, no can do. You're all damaged goods on the crawler now. Good luck." And terminates.
Jesus.
We should have gone there with gifts and bows, and they wouldn't have turned us away.
Our cover has been blown.
What if we refuse going in the car?
Well, we're not going to
Then they will
accomplish our
come
mission.
after us.
What if we head at them, at least not in the way they're expecting? We still attack them, but we don't go in the car.
Wait, isn't the ultimate goal to... Hardcore Henry is our bounty at the end of the day, so we're just kind of making it skip.
Well,
If your only
skipping the line.
target is Henry Kent, it may be possible to infiltrate, while one of you or more serves as a distraction. Recommendation: you should examine the blueprints of the compound and make a plan that way.
Is there time? And also, do you have these blueprints?
You can see one of their eyes just shifts and projects out onto this.
Oh my god. We got blueprints! Now we're talking!
So it's like a heist?
This is Mr. Exposition.
Are we heisting?
Well, one of
Mr.
us is gonna have to be a
Exposition is here
decoy.
To, tell us all the stupid things we've done.
It's a nice,
is a self-insert.
it's a nice voice that I get to remind people about functions in Starfinder with, for sure. But the blueprint is beamed out onto the rusty deck at all of your feet. You can see that at the moment, this is broken up into a structure called the Watchtower, which seems to be a tall sort of structure on the outside of something that seems to be some kind of a drawbridge-like structure. You can see there is something that is labeled the Manor, and that has the foyer built into it. That's kind of that central large structure.
And the decoy?
You also see that there is a twin set of structures called Villa 1 and Villa 2. And then finally, there is a lockout hangar, or a lockout garage. And that seems to be built in a similar way to all of yours, where it is on the exterior of the Zen Crawler, almost the opposite side of where you all are right now. A little bit more distal to the back of the creature.
So
itself.
Henry Kent's compound. So the stuff that's not surrounded by white in like a border.
Correct.
Is like, these are buildings in like a parking lot or something, right?
Almost. So if you think about the diamond deck where this is, it is one huge enclosed kind of space where the ceilings are up in the like 60-foot tall range. At one point, this was probably housing numerous capital ships as a hangar. It has now been turned into a variety of luxury kind of compounds. And so this is very much like a compound. There is near the structure labeled Watchtower a hard light bridge that extends out, and that is sort of what the tower is there to guard. You need to go across the bridge, or in theory, and you can see on the blueprints, the gap itself is only about 50 feet across, and so many of you could probably fly. Hultex will also say, where the bridge crosses leads down all the way to the decks where power is generated. You can fall many thousands of feet, and so a fall will almost certainly be fatal. Be cautious when crossing this bridge.
Do you don't happen to have like direct link into security cameras or like?
If you wish to access the security cameras, the security center is located somewhere within the Watchtower. They are running a powerful electronic warfare suite out of that building. It confounds my ability to see more clearly without a direct connection.
If we could get into the compound and disable that, would you be able to assist us?
Make a diplomacy check.
Androx.
Flat.
6.
This is like an origami chicken. All I can see is
I would recommend bypassing
I see
the
a frog.
Watchtower. That is where any guard patrols will be located out of as well.
What if we crawl up from the gap that the bridge is at?
Mole style.
Wait, I have a question.
Every single one of your plans is mole style.
It's just different flavors.
It's not it's like 70%.
Why are we breaking in when we were literally just invited to go there?
Because they're gonna take that car that they put us in and they're gonna like drive it off a like cliff.
Yeah.
Unlikely.
Yeah, what?
Well, okay, a metaphorical cliff, right?
It will be going right into a trap. But if we're aware of that and we use some of us as decoys.
Clarification. You will be entering into a likely execution.
What?
They're just
Why?
gonna, like, they're
We
gonna-
haven't even raced Henry yet.
They don't.
They
want
are
us to
not
race.
looking to race anymore. The Carbon Cartel is after all of us, if you don't recall.
Wait, is Henry a part of the Carbon Cartel? I forget.
Half and half, kind of.
He's owned by them, basically.
He's just a puppet for the Carbon Cartel.
Maybe we can do like Meeg and we can make him on the good side now.
Meeg only worked because you had a long personal backstory with her.
Are you indeed
We
childhood
can't say.
best friends with Hardcore Henry?
I wish I was, but maybe there's a fresh start for everyone.
We do have to get the what's it called? Not the octopus technology,
Oh, cuttlefish.
cuttlefish. The cuttlefish technology from Henry. So, I mean, unless
thought-
we get it from him,
I
his
thought
dead body.
899 had that.
Excuse me.
899 likely sold it to Hardcore.
And
Oh.
at this, as you all are just
What?
spewing this
Infrastructure
information, Echo is pointedly looking from y'all to Hultex, like,
I trust you.
hello.
He's taking on us on
I
our
trust
next
you.
mission.
Guys
He's gonna
here.
get to know us. You're one of us now, he'll text. Sorry.
Hultex looks to you, Echo, and says, Query. Is there something that you wish to say?
We are contractually obligated to maintain some level of discretion.
The prototype to which your companion has spoken of is in possession of more than just one person. That prototype represents the only opportunity for an outside party to acquire it. This is technology that has been applied already.
Where?
On Hardcore Henry's ship.
Oh no.
So you say where? Yultex looks to you and says, "This information does not pertain to your mission." Make a sense motive check.
Oh, that's not
Yeah,
bad.
no, it is.
Wait, is he
think
have to
it's
do with Mosaic? Is this another clearance of
I think
information
it's,
shit?
I think it's just for the Colton chain.
17.
I think they're good. I don't
They're hard to
think
read,
they're worse guys.
and so you don't really know, but there's something more to what they're saying there than what they're letting on. It's not outright deception, but there's a deception element to it.
Okay, you hang out right here. We're just gonna go talk in this corner, and I just football huddle us all like with my tail to Hultech and start.
This is like the guy who has like every camera on every computer open at once.
And I take out my phone and I put it in a microwave
Okay, no
because
problem.
it's a Faraday cage.
It is.
So that's how I solve this problem.
But you didn't turn it on.
Blink. Blink.
Okay, gameplay.
Blink.
We've got to. Okay, I'm whispering now.
Yeah.
We've got to break into Hardcore Henry's, right? And some of us are gonna take the car and some of us aren't. Yes.
Yeah.
Everyone's agreeing that so far, or someone's got a different plan and they want to speak up?
I'm thinking.
Okay, well,
what do you think, Captain?
Yeah, think.
This is a very difficult situation. Going into the car is going to be extremely dangerous. It is unwise to split the group in such a way, but it is also our best chance of getting into the compound. Spice,
Yeah,
the Carbon Cartel wants you the most.
of course they do. I'm hot as shit.
I will accompany you in the car.
What?
Yeah,
The
why
three
not
of
Bubby?
you, we will get through first. We will follow up as a distraction while we go towards presumably Hardcore Henry. You make your way through, causing as much destruction as possible, which allows Echo to go in stealthily. Gibbs, you stay with Bubbles.
Yes,
He will
Captain.
need as much health as he can maintain.
And we're on team distraction.
Yes.
I start
I
just
should be on team distraction. I'm the
grenades
best
into
at that.
pockets from that like case.
Okay, nobody stops you.
What?
I start rifling through other people's pockets. You're not listening.
Does
You
it?
have free range. You just grab whatever you want, apparently.
You want this is good.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Can I have a grenade, please? Can I have all?
Oh, you can have all the grenades. I'll
Great.
give you everything in my
Womp.
inventory.
Womp.
Yeah, Spice voluntarily hands it over because she...
Now, does Gibbs just put this in her cheek pouches? Because that's dangerous.
That's
Is my
actually-
backpack functional right now?
It's functional
If I put like new things in it, do they get smelly too?
until you take probably a long rest to really like deal with the situation. Yeah, using
Okay.
the backpack has
Gibbs.
consequences.
Gets rid of every piece of junk in her cargo vest and just fills it with useful grenades and items.
Yeah, I'll give you...
And I will
like-
get rid of the like bullshit. Ariana pulls out
Okay.
a piece of junk
Yeah.
mechanic I keep using.
Sure. That's I
And
mean
you
that's
can hold me
significant.
to. I know, because I
That's
get away with a
significant.
fuck ton a lot.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's significant.
So
okay.
Ariana is getting rid of that.
Okay, no problem.
MacGuffin lost.
Yeah, it's not
It's
MacGuffin,
my favorite
but
thing.
it's a cool ability for sure. So that is what you were doing to prepare. Is anybody else making preparations for this, or are you just going out to the car?
Echo is going to make sure that they are fully loaded, and they're going to slip somewhere. Do we have a back door?
You don't. As far as you know, you did a pretty good examination of the space. You know, you can leave through the main kind of in-out hangar bay door, and then there's this welded element that you can kind of go to and from as well.
Gotcha. But there's only one
Yeah,
method of egress.
that's part of the attraction of this location. Yeah.
Fantastic. love that we're in a foxhole.
I mean, you could like just float out externally and then land on the spine in like a public landing pad. But you would imagine that they probably have those monitored.
That would also be like noticed. Echo is going to sneakily head toward the edge of the door so that maybe when the door opens, they can somehow crouch and get away
Okay.
without being seen.
Make a stealth check.
Damn, you should have helped us with at least something.
He gave us a
You let the
well, he gave
androids
us a
roll. Stealth, you said?
Yeah.
32.
Okay. So, Echo,
Yeah.
you go and you get hidden, trying to create the mission of finding an opportunity. What that opportunity is, I guess we'll find out. But anybody else doing anything to get ready before we open the door to the car?
So, you're not full health?
No, I am near dead.
Yeah. So okay, in the
So
talking
I am not
and
going to be
whatever-
fighting at all.
Short rest. Holy shit, short rest.
I'll short rest, but that's only stamina, and also it uses a
Okay,
resolve
well,
point
hold
that
on.
I'm low on.
Could you possibly give your vibrating thing to Spice for borrowing?
Ew, your neck massager. Give me
neck
that for my
massager?
car ride over.
But
You don't have to, hon. I got Gibbs next to me.
What if we lose it?
There is a 99% chance that I will.
Echo just like kind of backs up, like up against the wall, like protectively, like concealing their little pocket.
Sure.
I have a question about my talismans.
Sure.
So, the talismans themselves are worth pieces of me, but if the Carbon Cartel gets Spice herself, the talismans are null? Or do you need Spice and all the talismans?
You need Spice and the talismans.
Okay, so you need all of them.
Shane
Okay.
could be the person who barters that.
You
Well,
need
no.
some of them. You don't need to have all of them. You need
I
to have
like-
all of them
to
to
have-
claim the entire bounty for yourself.
So, so you have one, and there's a third one,
You
right?
have one, I thought.
Yeah, I have the third one. No, you. Oh no, I did give it to you. You're right. Okay, so you three have it. So I like that we're separating in that you guys have the 3 talismans.
No
and
one
then
in the
Spice.
car has a talisman.
Right, which I like.
You should make fake ones. That'd be a Spice move.
Oh, that'd be fun.
That is actually a really
Okay, yeah, she's
Make
gonna
fake
sit
ones.
down.
selling them.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
said in character.
Yeah, so everybody sees Spice sitting down at her crate. She like flips the lid down. That is her bed, and then she starts crafting. She's gonna go, Shade, come over here. I have an idea.
Would
and
I
but
be
start.
Yeah, so but
Crafting.
just to be clear, so instead of healing or doing anything like that, because you do have
Hold
a
on, I
limited
have
window.
Well,
Well,
she's
it
healing me.
Okay.
Oh yeah, hold on. So I give you 41 hit points, and I spend a resolve point.
Very nice.
But I can token spell something, but I can create a small object, but they look artificial and are extremely fragile. They can't be used as tools or weapons.
Oh, that's nice.
But I could create you a base, and then maybe if you like glitter on it, it might look better than artificial. Like if you spend time, but
Okay, but you're gonna use all your spell slots right before
no,
we
it's
go
a,
to bed.
it's a token spell.
But
It's got like
Okay.
it's
Yeah.
a cantrip.
It'll serve as helping, yeah.
create as
It'll like
much
give you a
chaos
base.
as possible.
So
Yes,
then
good.
if I'm just so low on resolve points that I don't really want to use
Echo.
them.
Your choice.
Make an attempt to disable the tower as quickly as you can.
I can't. I don't think I can use it on myself. I've never looked.
So
I'll just go in with full hit points and no stamina points.
there you go.
So, can I ask a question about the world building here a little? So,
Yeah.
the Carbon Cartel. So we've successfully created distraction in the past by like targeting like the town, right?
Yeah.
But like, do I get a sense that like the Carbon Cartel is gonna care if I blow up a bar?
Probably depends on the bar.
Okay. But like that shady casino we were in that one night, like that one.
Like the Shipyard of Sin.
Yeah.
They're
They
gonna be
probably wouldn't care too much.
That's the best.
That's the middle of the
Yeah,
spot. They're
you're
at the-
thinking
they're at the
if you
tail.
really want to make them mad, you need to go to the Bloodwalk and kind
bar
of
at the end
like
of the
deal with
world.
them direct, or not the Bloodwalk, sorry, the,
I was like the
universe-
the Diamond Deck,
Yeah, yeah.
and deal with them directly, or take out the things
Okay.
like, yeah, there's a couple of places that you would, I think that you would actually.
Do they give a
prefer-
shit about Hardcore Henry? He kind of
he's
seems
just a puppet.
disposable. Yeah.
There'd be one person who
relatively,
could
but
actually
that's
ask.
why, like, we're not racing him there.
help
We're
us.
gonna go and try to get him.
Are you
while
thinking
they're
about
gonna try to
Julian?
kill
Because I
us.
can't tell.
You would know the Dark Matter Drop is a bar that is owned by the Carbon Cartel. And I believe you know about Dark Intention as well in the end.
What if all the talismans were made by Julian to find Spice?
That's not.
That's
We know it's the Carbon Cartel.
Yeah, but what if Julian's a part of the Carbon Cartel?
Could
We
be.
also know
It's
Well,
the
so
bounty
does-
is dead or alive.
We can talk about this after game.
So
Right? Yeah.
Well, no, it's relevant to the plot.
Okay, so we all have a plan.
Yeah.
You're as healed as you're willing to be, it seems.
Yep.
we will make our way in through the car. Shortly thereafter, Bubs will go and create a distraction at the gate, which will give Echo an opportunity to get to the security tower and disable it. You will stay with Bubs, retreat when you can, and then try to meet up with Echo after the security systems have been disabled.
Why are we going through the front gate? Wouldn't it be a better distraction to go through elsewhere? Because you're
Bubs
gonna be
has
at
the ability to fly. It doesn't matter where you go in.
Yeah,
Okay.
I can bring
Cool.
you wherever. We can talk about it
Nice.
as we go.
Cool.
Gibbs.
I just want to make sure that the captain's orders were vague enough for room for interpretation. For both Bubs and my sake.
Yes.
We'll be team distraction. Who I
What?
go for
Nice.
5.
Cool. All right, I'm good.
So team distraction going to the car is Spice, Bubbles, and Gibbs?
No.
No.
Spice and Shade.
Spice and Shade, okay.
But we're not team distraction.
Team
We're
destruction, team
Gotcha.
We're
distraction.
team sacrificial lamb
Infiltrate.
and
Wade.
carrier, but actually Trojan horse.
Yes. Team Trojan horse.
So Spice and Shade, the two of you make your way over with Echo kind of hiding
make
off to
the-
the side. Are you making a stealth check and Gibbs making a stealth
No,
check?
did we make the talisman fake ones? Did we do
Oh.
for that?
Blah, blah,
yeah.
blah.
Yeah.
I
So-
can do it's a
Can I say I
cantrip.
help with that as well?
Yeah, go ahead and make a sleight of
Creative.
hand check whoever's making the talisman.
Gibbs.
Well, I make the base of it with it.
Yeah, so
Okay.
don't worry about that. The base is going to give you a plus 8
plus
conditional
13
modifier.
sleight of hand.
Oh, you might-
Engineer these
okay.
into some sort of like
I went for 7.
not EMP device,
so
but something that like when we give it to them, it will help us in escaping.
Probably not in the time that you have with the materials that you have. You can make an engineering check and see if maybe there's something you could rig up to that effect.
You should look at the original
I'm gonna use
talismans
my-
too. See if there's not like a GPS.
I'm not going to use my reroll because I'm probably going to need it next time. It's
probably a good thing to hold on to.
It's a 25.
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, with what you have available, probably not. So Shade and Spice, the two of you make your way towards the door. Echo, you're kind of hiding off to the side. Bubbles and Gibbs, what are the two of you doing?
We're going out the back door.
Did you roll? Yeah, we're going to the back door.
When you say back door, you mean the one that your ships come through?
Or like the welded shut door?
That's the door that they're going
Oh,
through.
okay. Yeah, then I mean like I'm gonna crawl up the side of the Zen crawler or some shit.
Okay, cool.
Or
you
also
can
try to fly
fly.
my
Yeah, you
ship
can-
out.
yeah.
You can
Yeah,
fly
yeah, we'll
with
fly
Bubs.
together.
Yeah. Just hop on
Or
with
I hop on
Bubsy
his back.
Yeah,
backpack.
and you realize with Bub's ship kind of being indisposed of at the moment, you really have to take your ship. Or no, whose ship is completely wiped out?
No.
And,
Bubs and
Spice.
Spices.
So you got to take Gibbs' ship. Unfortunate for you, Bubbles,
No, that works
because
good, I think.
it
Okay.
works good mechanically.
With the
From a
windows.
flavor standpoint, it's gross in here.
Yeah.
And you have to kind of pack in with Gibbs, and that's
Out
not
of
ideal.
respect, I take down the penis I had hanging
Okay, no problem.
off the dashboard and I throw it out the window.
Okay.
All of the cup
Rat
holders have
balls.
old cheese in there.
Could I fly with the jetpack, or because the Zen crawler probably moves faster than me, I wouldn't?
It doesn't. It's a very slow-moving craft,
Okay.
so you absolutely could. Yeah,
It might be better to just do the jetpack. It'd probably be smaller on the radar.
for sure it would. Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you want to jetpack and carry
I
Gibbs, you
honestly
absolutely
thought
can.
the Zen crawler would move faster. Is it just bigger?
It takes like a couple steps and then it moves all at once, and that's like a pretty quick move. But like you might have to then land on the ground, run jetpack, and then land on it. But
Yeah.
it's not going to leave you in the wake.
Okay.
And you would know that because you guys actually were practicing in the wake of the Zen crawler, and you got to watch it for a while. But no problem. So
I think
you
we got a
guys
plan.
get up there.
Did you roll?
Bubbles and Gibbs, the two of you wait by that back door as Shade and Spice, you make your way out front. When you open this door, you unweld it. Echo, you feel pretty hidden. And so as all of this happens, you don't get the sense that unless you make yourself visible, that you will be seen. But as you open the door, there is a beautiful black hover car that is just waiting for you out in this alleyway. You can see now all the way on the ground the corpse of that uplifted bear, still on the bench. Somebody has gone through their pockets and stuff. Curiously, nobody has removed the body.
It's not. I'll tell you after.
Don't worry, it's not.
What?
We killed a bear, but
You guys didn't
technically
actually.
killed it.
Kill
not-
affected.
No one here. We will go over it later.
Yes,
Watch last time's episode.
Yes.
I didn't realize he died.
He died.
Shade's
through it.
notes look like Ori's from tonight. Like, what? Dead bear?
The two of you see this black car, and leaning against it, there is a very elderly Yosoki. They're wearing like a little black chauffeur's outfit. You can see they have these tight, like rubber bands almost around their elbows, their knees, and kind of like in their armpits proper that cinch it kind of strangely. But they look at you, and they are very elderly. But they say, you're the corpses, huh? I thought there was more of you. I've got an invite for 5.
They
Did
are
you see what happened?
indisposed from the race.
Could you go get them?
They cannot move currently.
Oh,
It
that's
will
a shame.
be just us.
Well, this is Spice.
Correct.
The real deal. She snaps her fingers.
I suppose that's fine, and they can just burn the hangar from the exterior then.
Wait, is it clear who sent them? Like, is this obviously the Carbon Cartel?
It's not super obvious. It's just like an old man. But he, at that point, he does say, well, Henry's waiting. Come along then. And he opens the door for you and then like slowly makes his way around to the driver's side.
Did Echo clock that he called her Spice?
Yeah.
How do we?
How?
Like, we blew it like 1,000 times over like 10 episodes.
Claim that he protected us.
All the
a bunch.
technology pieces for sure, yes.
But what are the non-technology pieces?
No,
guys?
it
Make a sense motor check.
Okay.
No, he intercepted.
Now I'm thinking maybe.
Natural 20.
Do we just.
Oh.
Holy
this
shit!
guy
And my sense mode is
like, drive
plus
us in?
15, so that makes it a 35.
That's also a play.
You were all within this strip club called Ego Breaker.
I fucking knew it.
And while Spice is not aware of this, at least one of you is aware of the fact that Julian was there that same night.
Yeah.
And almost certainly, even with this disguise, especially with some of the behavior, Julian would be able to pick this out. And all at once, that tells you a couple things maybe about Julian's disposition. But because it is 9:40, as this individual gets in the car, leaving the door open for Shade and Spice, and perhaps Echo if you wish to dash in, that is where we're going to end for the evening. And next week, we'll pick up. I know we will be down a Spice. We'll potentially.
Oh, wow. What a
luck.
coincidence
Yeah.
that
And
is
so-
the case.
Well, I
Did
mean,
you do that on purpose?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, we were
Oh.
talking about this.
does,
it was
it
also
doesn't. It does mean that all of you, the 3 of you who are here, will be entering into Hardcore Henry's compound in a pretty substantially lopsided encounter. That being said, it will be. You were supposed to have some Yosoki with you, but it seems as if.
How did we burn that bridge?
Well, it's not that you burned it, it's just with.
We got blacklisted, basically.
So,
I think.
one thing else that you will notice, and I will say this before we end for the evening, out on the street, that body still there. The Yosoki did not come to collect it. It's quiet out here. And with your dishonorable behavior in this Vesk tournament, you are in Warvok Shorn. You are in the Vesk neighborhood. Likely, they have shut this neighborhood down so that you can all be escorted here. This is, there really isn't a way to get there anymore. You've sort of set yourselves up as the trash to be taken out. And so that is sort of where we're heading into in this regard. It's not that the Yosoki are not available to help you. There's no real way to get to them, and at least some of them are certainly going to publicly distance themselves from you all now. But
Why are you guys all stop it? What else was I gonna do? What else was I gonna do? Just like surrender? Should I have just surrendered and died there?
You didn't have to, like, spit in his eye.
or
That's
shoot
like
them.
my whole thing. Captain's taunt is a thing that you do.
Yeah. I think that it ends up working
It was an
out great.
action.
But we will be back next week. We're going to be picking up into Hardcore Henry's compound. And actually, even though you won't be there, you did get to see it because it was behind the screen when you went and set up that shelf. So
I
you
didn't
know a
look at
little bit.
anything.
It's pretty cool. But join us next week for that. If you can't wait that long, tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we have D&D. That is going to be starting off in a similarly nice, calm way as tonight. And so you can check that out when it happens. But please stay safe. It is crazy out there. We'll see you next week.
Blow up nitroglycerin every chance you get.
Night.